Fazan is first.
Hello.
Do the monkey
Move.
dance.
Victory looks good on you.
Hey, Chief.
Slave labor, Manny. That's the real ticket to success.
What is unnatural for some is vital for others.
Pylorzian just ghosted my good sir, the usual. Triple D's. Fazan just musted 1. Fazan just musted 2. Fazan just musted 3. Pylorzian just musted in that bad looking rock.
T-H-E-M.
Hello everybody, happy Tuesday. Welcome Parrot, Tazen, Pi, and any lurkers out there. Good to see you all, thanks for joining me. Parrot, thank you for the crazy 200 streak. That's entirely too many parrots. I don't know how to deal with all of them, but I'll do my best, Hope you're all doing well. Hope you're having a good Tuesday so far. Probably some of you are at work, but I hope you are not having to work too hard. Of course, we are going to the council. Going back to the council, we are going to jump to where we left off, which was at the end of episode 3, because I was having some trouble with the final puzzle, and I really wanted to solve it properly, and this game not having manual saves and all. I was doing some save file backing shenanigans, but it was getting late, I was getting tired, I was making mistakes, getting a little frustrated, so after the final mistake, I thought, alright, I'm going to figure this out off stream, and we're going to come back. And today is that day. Today is the day that we come back. This week, today, we are going to do episode 4, and tomorrow we are going to do episode 5 and finish this game. But we are going to start from that final puzzle of episode 3, which I figured out. I mean, we had figured out, but I'm going to explain that in more detail as we jump into the game. First, we do have some boosts. We do have a few boosts. Let me take us there. Alright, high boosts of Diablo and Grimrock. And Grimrock passes Sacred. And then Hazen boosts of Scald, Chrono Trigger, and Undertale. There we go. Thank you for the boosts. So, yeah, since we don't have much chatter or any more boosts going on, I think I will take us right to the game, and I do have the save file folder opened to the side screen. In case I have to do that, I will be prepared this time. But I don't think we will have to do that anymore. I don't want to do that too much. It was just that one puzzle, and that's only because I really liked the concept of that puzzle. I really liked how it was built. It was unexpectedly complicated. There was some arbitrary guessing. It wasn't 100% arbitrary. You could think about what the answer was. You could come to a logical conclusion, but regardless, there were no actual hints. You would have to guess, and the game being how it is, since you can't actually reload the game, manual save or reload as you like, that one guess, if it was wrong, could make you basically set on a path that you may not want. But of course you may argue, and you would be right to argue, if you said that this game you have to stick to your choices, you have to stick to what happens, and you have to experience the game as is, the consequences of your actions, be they mistakes or correct solutions. And yeah, you would exactly be right. But I was, as an adventure gamer who really likes such puzzles, I really wanted to see the solution of this puzzle. That's part of why I pushed it. So this might be spoiler territory. I'm going to go into more details of this puzzle which we left from last week, and then we are going to take it from there. So fair warning, 3, 2, 1, spoilers go. So this puzzle is actually has a few parts. Spoiler, sorry Parrot, I'm sorry, but yeah, you should play this game definitely when you can. So this puzzle has a few parts. The first part is you have to let me show you this.
The fresco clearly shows the birth of Christ.
Louis, I can assure you that that is not the solution to this enigma. This fresco's only purpose is to mislead. I know that now. Please, focus on another theme about Christ.
We'll have to trust her.
So this is the biggest clue, and we have to take this at face value. We have to trust our mother because we know she lost her hand trying to solve this puzzle, focusing on the birth of Christ. So it is made pretty, it's implied pretty strongly that the answer should not lie in the birth, and slightly less strongly that it should lie in the exact opposite of birth. Now that is the part you have to guess. You have to guess that the answer lies in the death of Christ, but there is no clear death of Christ if you look at this book. There are other events like Christ visiting other cities, performing miracles and stuff, and there are two other big events. One is his rebirth after, coming back to the resurrection of Christ. The answer is his crucifixion, which is where he dies. So you have to find out that the puzzle answer lies somewhere in the crucifixion of Christ. And once you decide to do that, you have to jump into the second and third parts of the puzzle. So first of all, in my first attempt of the puzzle, to make a small recap, in my first attempt of the puzzle, I focused on the resurrection, not birth. And our mother actually suggested that, oh, okay, this is not the same theme, but it's close enough. It's probably not that, She warned us. I didn't listen. We tried, we failed. That is when I decided to play the episode again. And then we actually figured out the correct answer, the crucifixion. I made that, I figured it should be the answer. And then the other parts, first we have to figure out the dates of the crucifixion in the modern calendar via using these notes and other stuff. So we first figure out the real dates. The corresponding dates are, I think it was in, it's in here.
Dissection time.
Welcome, very welcome. I'm talking about some spoilers about this puzzle. I know you don't want spoilers, so I would recommend you mute, but it's good to see you. Welcome. And hey JFC, yes, previously on console. I'm mostly focusing on the puzzle that we
Veru
failed
Mamo just boosted
last
fire.
week.
Veru Mamo just boosted water. Veru Mamo just boosted darkness.
Thanks for the boost, Veru. Have a good lurk. Thank you for the lurk. Avoid those spoilers for sure. And yeah, so we after we correctly figure out the using the Hebrew calendar, we have to correctly figure out the modern calendar, and then we have to put it there, turning the wheels. And the second part is we also have to figure out the Islamic Hijri calendar equivalent of the date, and then we have to find the state of the moon on that date, and we have to also line up the correct state of the moon with all the other relevant data. So we did exactly that, but we still failed the puzzle, and that's because I am guessing, I don't know for sure, but I think I may have clicked on extra time or something. And also I initially had a problem figuring out which moon state is which. It was a little bit confusing when you don't pay 100% attention to it. So we even went as far as checking a walkthrough to confirm our findings, and we did that, but we still failed the puzzle, and I imagine that's because I clicked on extra time. That's the only explanation I can get to. But it was a little bit frustrating at the end of last stream. I was tired, and I was looking to hop off the stream and get some rest, so we left it like that. But right after the stream, after a little bit of rest, I checked the puzzle out, and I figured out all our findings, and the walkthrough we checked was actually correct, and I just had to execute it correctly. And I set it up, and now we are ready to take from the absolute end of episode 3, finish this quickly, see the end, and then hop into episode 4, which is actually today's content, if you will. So let us do this. Let us start the timer. I hope you enjoyed the stream. I hope you have a good time. And yeah, let us put in our hand.
I can feel the lever at the bottom.
Good luck.
Do it.
I never doubted you, my son.
There we go. We didn't fail anything. We didn't miss anything. This is the, in my opinion, the true ending of this episode. At least the one I intended. Alright, let's put some points. We are going to be able to put in 1 logic, 1 linguistics, manipulation psychology, and politics. Now let's put politics here, linguistics here, and I guess we will want to max science next. I mean, when I say max, we will want to put it to level 2 first, and we are going to also put etiquette to level 2 first and level 2 after that. And then we will choose probably logic. We are going to put logic to level 3 and psychology to level 3, I think is my plan for now. But for now, let's put the remaining points in science and let's validate. Yeah, game over, chat, we won. Thank you for joining me today. It was a good stream. I appreciate you stopping by. I will see you next year or something. Thanks for stopping by, Tazen. I'll see you next council. We gotta watch the credits though. It has to be done. With any luck, we'll be watching 2 credits today. Ooh, the other at the end of episode 4. Hey Adam, welcome.
Adam Ciuda just boosted Mass Effect 3.
Happy Tuesday.
Adam Ciuda just boosted Diablo 3.
Yeah, I'm really excited about episode 4 actually, because there has been a lot of reveals in episode 3. A lot of speculation, but it does seem to make sense, but you never know. The game might be throwing us more curveballs and giving us more red herrings, but it is getting really, you know, this situation is getting hot. And there were some more deaths. And we shall see how it goes. We do have a plan, and I'm not exactly sure how much of it we'll be able to implement, but so far my plan, the one I have in my head at least, it seems to be working well. And we are going to try and break the let's say the gearbox, the mechanism that the devil has set to work. We are going to try to stop their plans, and I've got something planned for that. Thank you, Pi. GG's. Good unsolicited, exactly. You know, start the stream, play 5 minutes, finish the game, and call it a day. It's, you know, it's Tuesday.
Moo.
You can't expect too much more from a Tuesday, honestly. Alright, so I think I can skip maybe? No, let's wait. Alright, this Spearhead, Quest 11. Episode 4. Let's go. Our planned manuscripts, which should put us at 2 politics, 2 linguistics, and 2 required for science, 4 required by etiquette, which should be 1.5 episodes, even if we do not find more manuscripts, which we might, or we might get some more talents. Also, we did get a big head talent. Maybe it was not a talent. It may be a trait, which we cannot see right now. But yeah, at the end of the second quest of this episode. We should be able to get all our skills to level 2 and then focus on logic level 3.
I sense that Mr. Peru is about to surprise us too.
I believed in him. I followed him to the best of my ability. I championed his ideas, defended his decisions, and then, without even realizing it, I became lost.
Now that I've told you everything, you want to take my place, do you? No. I am Emily. You are wasting your time. Louis knows very well how to tell us apart.
Someone had the bang coming from the Duchess's room, and she isn't answering.
Louis, you really must learn to conceal your weaknesses better, if you don't want your foes to use them against you.
Our desire is to steer the destiny of our respective countries for the good of all, and to no longer suffer the random hazards of history.
It is the natural order of things, Monsieur de Richet. There have always been men who govern other men. That is simply the way it is.
History forgets them with a disconcerting facility. No one speaks about them, and yet they whisper in the ears of kings and presidents.
Right.
But where are we?
I don't know, but we better not hang around. Be careful, Mother. As if me saying that will make any difference. Knowing Mortimer, I wouldn't be surprised if he rigged his crypt with traps.
So you think the door is not enough?
Do you want to wager your other hand?
You've got a point there. We have to find that weapon. What do you know about the Holy Lance, Louis?
The what?
The Lance of Longinus the Centurion.
Yes, the centurion that pierced the side of Christ with his lance. That weapon naturally became a holy relic.
Exactly.
Seriously? You don't really believe that fable, do you?
Every fable is founded on true events. I'm not saying that everything adds up, but imagine if it really did exist.
Very well. Now what?
Well, now you know what you need to find.
Pardon?
I have to get to the wharf to prepare our departure. Let's get off this cursed island as quickly as we can. We shall come back when we are ready and armed.
But hang on.
Louis, let's first get to safety. We shall come back when we have the upper hand. Fear not. You take care of getting the lance. It's imperative. I'll take care of preparing our departure.
Hang on. At least tell me everything you know about this lance.
But I have never seen it. There's nothing else I can say, Louis. Well, you can
come to
always
that
go
conclusion?
snooping around Mortimer's study. I remember seeing paintings of Longinus there.
Hang on a second.
What's the matter?
Why did you shoot Emily's sister?
Do you really think now is the right
bye.
time for this?
Take care of the kitties. Yeah.
I want to know, Mother. Why did you betray her?
Listen, Louis, I don't think you've really understood my interest in the Al-Azif. It's not just simple curiosity about some old relic.
You tried to kill her.
And I had no choice, for crying out loud. It must not fall into the hands of the demons, or we are all doomed, don't you see? Listen, I don't know exactly what it contains, but I prefer to be one step ahead. If they want it, there must be a reason.
Well, Emma is a
and
demon
even if I
too?
don't know what it is, I want to stop them for safety's sake, no matter what.
Nothing will stop you if I understand correctly. Not
Enough, Louis. If you could see the extent of their power as I do, then you would understand what I'm saying.
All right, we'll do it your way.
One more thing. If they find you in possession of the lance, they won't let you get away with it. Choose only one and hide it under your jacket so you don't get caught with it.
What?
Then run and meet me on the wharf.
And if I get caught?
If they catch you in possession of the lance, we're all doomed. Do you understand?
Choose only
Perfectly.
one? What does
Good.
that mean?
And go talk to Piaggi. He's the one who probably knows the most about this.
How does she know? She seems to know a lot more than she implies. Also, I'm curious. Oh. Ash, what? 2 high rolls, 2 days in a row. Welcome, Ash. Good to see you. Happy Tuesday. Big head. You gain 1 skill point in logic. You solved the puzzle. Okay. So I'm curious, if we had lost our hand, failing to solve the puzzle, would we still get entrance to the crypt? How would the story change? I imagine it would change dramatically. Well, I'm going to first check if I can get out of here and explore the house, then we will come back here, I think. Royal jelly. You should have put your Darth Nihilus t-shirt. You have a Darth Nihilus t-shirt? Wow. T-shirt. It's like shorts, but T-shaped. Handlock, happiest of Tuesdays. Exactly. How are you, Handlock? It's good to see you. Carmelites. We'll keep that. We'll keep that there. Okay, I'm still not finding my way out of here. Can we go in through here? I think we can. Alright, where are we? We are in this service stairs area. I'm not going to re-explore everywhere.
By your actions, I know your heart.
Hey, BG Nerd. I'm just going to take a quick look for any NPCs.
Soon, we must all face the choice between what is right and what is easy.
And some, you know, highlighted objects. Carmelite. Then we will go back to the crypt. Oh, is that Washington? Hey, Georgie.
Good evening, Mr. President.
Good evening.
I'm back on the trail of my mother again. I don't have time to explain, but would you know anything about the Holy Lance?
That's good news. But be careful, Louis. You might end up getting noticed.
Do you know anything or not?
No, I regret I don't. But why not ask von Wallner? Theology is his field, after all.
That's an idea. In that case, I'll try and find him.
You are keeping up the good work, I see. But I'm telling you, keep your guard up. Everyone is rather on edge right now.
You're right. Thanks for everything, Mr. President.
See you later.
Now, our mother shot Emma, and when confronted. She said something
I
about
hope you like it. Plenty more for friends.
Swampling. She said something about Al-Azif
Honey, I couldn't have hoped for better.
not dropping in demon sand. So I wonder if she meant Emma is a demon. So I don't think so. I never thought so. But something I noticed is whenever in the cutscenes, intro cutscenes especially, the game focuses on characters as they say something, or also in game cutscenes, the game usually focuses not on the face but on an object that is kind of very strongly tied to the character. So for Emily and Emma, it focuses on a red ruby necklace. It also focuses on a red ruby necklace for the what's his name? Mortimer, who is supposed to be the devil. So that's interesting. I wonder if it indicates any sort of connection at all. And I initially thought it may be a way to differentiate the two sisters, but they have they have exactly the same identical necklace, so it may be some other thing.
Your Eminence, would you have a moment to spare?
Not now, Louis. Please, leave me alone.
I beg your pardon?
I want to be alone.
Very well. I'm only searching for information about the lance of Longinus, the soldier.
Hey, Melando.
If you could...
not listening to me. You are playing with fire.
I heard you speak to Mr. von Wollner about it, and I was wondering if you could tell me something about it.
That was a private conversation. How could I have known that he was listening to us?
I see what you mean.
Louis, don't push it.
I'll push
Leave
it.
while you still can.
Your Eminence, are you all right? Your Eminence, are you with me? Can you turn around, please?
Is there
What do
something
you
on his
want to know about
face?
the Holy Lance, Louis?
Your Eminence, turn around.
This is the weapon used by a Roman centurion on the very day Christ was nailed to
They're
the
hiding
cross.
his face.
Look at me.
deliberately.
Longinus thrust his lance in the right side of Jesus.
Please.
As you wish.
His nose is bleeding.
So you are looking for the Holy Lance of Longinus.
Doing
are
well.
you?
Happy to hear that. Wow, these are expensive. Diversion, manipulation, they are both... We are going to have to use a Carmelite.
No, I was wondering about it myself.
Oh, Louis. It's even worse than I thought. I believe you when you say you've only come to find out more. But in that case, it means that Sarah didn't even tell you the point of it all. Because, believe me, you are looking for it. You are looking for the lance. You should know, you are not the only one. Lord Mortimer has spent a good part of his life and his fortune trying to find it. Never will he let you have it. But tell me, before going any further, have you spoken to anyone else about this?
No, Your Eminence. I thought you'd be the only one able to help me with it.
Your words lack
He faced
conviction,
immunity.
Louis. If I'm asking you all these things, it's for your own good, you know. You have no reason to lie to me. Imagine you find it, which I don't doubt, given how resolute you are when you've got something on your mind. Then what? What are you going to use the lance for, exactly?
Protect myself. What about his... vulnerable to manipulation.
I need it.
Why?
You won't understand.
Try me, Louis.
I need to protect myself with it.
Louis, I thank you for your sincerity. I shall answer you about Longinus. You deserve to be told. His
I was a
spear-headed
little
lance
worried there.
did indeed pierce the side of the Messiah. His blood gushed out covering the head of the lance. It was covered in the blood of Christ.
Thank you. Thank you, Your Eminence.
You are welcome. Be careful, Louis. You are on a perilous path. Don't follow Sarah's demons, my boy. Don't delve too deeply into her delusions, or you won't be able to come back. The demons that she is frantically trying to drive away are in her own mind. Take good care of yourself. God keep you.
The way I see it, even if Mortimer is not literally a demon, like our mother seems to believe, Gadget told me it was shape of a boar spear. Oh, we need to find depictions and stuff. Even if Mortimer is not a literal demon, he is a manipulator with a big reach all over the world, abusing and exploiting basically everywhere. So he should still be stopped, or at least slowed down. So we will, I think, still help our mom with her plans.
Atrus, the Miller Brothers. Mother expressly forbade me from reading it.
We cannot go into the secret room. Devil's Thorn, not need that. So we need to find
Christ Crucified by Velasquez. Look, someone's left a note there. Reserved for the Duke of Alquidia.
Hey Blackbird, welcome. How are you doing? Okay, I'm going to, I think, take another look this time. This time paying more attention to artistic depictions, the paintings. Possibly, I may have missed, because they appeared later. Did you miss out on Prison Arc? Yeah, we played it yesterday, but we have the WOD. We have the WOD if you want to check out.
Chronicles of the Amber Princes. As I recall,
it was
Dorfin
fun.
Was my favorite character.
We had fun. What is that?
Crucifixion of St. Peter. He was crucified upside down, out of humility. Surprising for an entrance hall.
Oh. You got this. Manipulation, conviction, occultism. Well. Doesn't help us get anything to two.
What can I do for you, sir? I am at your service day and night, sir.
Yeah, okay. Alright, let's check. Wait. Yeah, let's check upstairs. And all the rooms. Hey! Hey Draven, welcome. Good evening. How are you doing?
Pardon me, monsieur, but I have work to do.
Good to see you. Nobling staff. I'm giving them a break from it, you know, so that they don't break down. I'll leave them alone for a little bit. Let them think they are safe. Okay, we can go up. Let's go up. Then we will come back down.
Saint Longinus. Let's take a
he
closer
found
look
it.
at his lance. It is shaped like a leaf, like the real lance, maybe. How can I be sure? No, this is too easy. Mortimer's trying to throw me off the track again. It seems too visible to be true. Impossible not to see the statue on first glance, given its size. And Mortimer has no interest in making the shape of the true lance so easy to see.
Yeah.
Hey, looks like there's a symbol engraved on the tip. Yes, a fish. The Christian fish, no doubt. It can't be a coincidence. It must have been done on purpose. Huh. Good thing I took a closer look. I think the statue does represent Longinus, armed with a lance that wounded Jesus, the Holy Lance. How can I find out if this is an exact representation? There's no way of being certain of it.
Discrete fish symbol. Remember, there was a remark about the statue lance being changed to more closely match the original.
Dante's Purgatory. Why does your mind presume to flight when you're still like the imperfect grub, the
Do you
worm
mean-
before it's attained its final form?
Do you mean a remark in
Charming.
game? I don't fully understand what you mean. Did someone say like that in game in the earlier episodes? Ah, okay.
Adoration of the Shepherds with Saints Longinus and John, Giulio Romano, 1534. Longinus is holding the Holy Lance in his left hand, and I'll bet he's holding the sponge soaked in holy blood in the other hand. Yes! Here we can see that the Holy Lance is represented in the shape of a spear.
Spear. Distrust?
I better make sure I check this twice. It's a work that dates from the Renaissance. And there's nothing to say that it's not based on erroneous elements.
The letter mentioned this.
But I believe what I read in the letter
Is
from
this what you
Milan
mean, JFC?
addressed to Mortimer. There's every reason to believe that this painting has been modified according to his guidelines to represent the true shape of
Yeah,
the Holy
it
Lance.
must be this
a
JFC.
spear shape.
Okay, so this was fixed. This used to be wrong, but it was fixed. So the spear shape
But
is the correct
I
shape.
believe what I read in the letter from Milan addressed to Mortimer. There's every reason to believe that this painting has been modified according to his guidelines
Echo,
to represent
parrots.
the true shape of the Holy Lance, a spear shape.
Recovered information.
This work is an order from Lord Mortimer. All the details have been conceived with a specific goal in mind. Upon closer examination, you can see that even the style clashes with that of most of the other works in the manor. No. If Mortimer has taken special care as
Hey,
the
dude,
conception
welcome.
and the exhibition of this
Tuesday.
painting in his study in the same
I really
way
don't
as for the
have
nightmare
time for
painting,
you.
it must be of some significance. And that is indeed the true shape of the Holy Lance, a spear shape.
Alright. Good recall, by the way, JFC.
There's only one way of being
Nice
sure.
memory.
I'll have to find other clues that will confirm this information.
Okay. We can try to find more information, and we will. About Longinus painting, I took the liberty to have the spear touched up so it better corresponds to the actual spear. Okay. Nice one. 200! Very cool. Dude, thank you for being here. 200 streams in a row. Hey, Robin. 3 stream streak. Robin, thank you for being here. 3 streams in a row.
Shall I confront,
you,
subdue, and pummel the suspected perpetrator, Sam?
Hope you are both doing well. Hope you are both having a good Tuesday so far. Okay, so we cannot go into the secret room in this chapter, which is okay. Well, let's start exploring different rooms.
Dante's Paradise. Raise your head and be reassured, for what
Robin
comes up
4
here
days
from the
has
mortal
just cheered
world
for 17
must
bits.
ripen in our rays.
Tuesday turned out better than expected so far, mitral dance.
Nice. I'm happy for you, Robin. And thank you so much for the 17 bits. Thank you. I'm glad you're having a good Tuesday. Any of you are suggesting getting into the new season? Character suggestions? No. I don't add character suggestions a few at a time. I usually every 6 months or even more, I add a big bunch of them. So I am collecting suggestions. There is quite the list of suggestions right now. At some point I will add them in a batch. But this time it may take even longer because we are working on some other projects. Hey, Jam Farmer.
Just boosted Zoria.
With 7 streak. Welcome, Farmer. Good to see you.
Draconic Dude
Happy
just
Tuesday.
boosted So Last Stop. Draconic Dude
Yeah, of
just
course,
boosted
of course.
Chrono Trigger.
I will add them. I will add the Highlanders, at least Highlander characters. They are listed, but I'm not adding any characters just for a while bit more. I'm not sure when I will actually add new characters.
It seems like he isn't here. The alchemist is a young man. The signs of the zodiac.
There's something there. How do I reach there?
Carmelite water.
Carmelite.
They say that if you drink this, it gives you a real boost. Golden elixir. Golden elixir.
What a mess. Looks like Volnor was interrupted.
Johan, I know you are trying to find out what happened to Elizabeth, but it's getting out of hand now. Your escapade on the continent cost me enough as it is. I know it hasn't been easy for you leaving Elizabeth confined in her room for a month so she doesn't bump into Sarah. But to run away without warning, I had to lie to cover you, Johan. Act as if you arrived separately only a few days ago, and persuade William to do the same with his guests. I demand that you come to your senses and take a hold of yourself. I ask you to fetch something so we can get it off the island, not to study it in a vein of acquiring power. It won't give you any answers, let me be clear on that. At most, we run the risk of losing it again. So for the last time, please go and leave it at the agreed place. I can confirm that someone will pick it up immediately. Okay?
Looks a lot like straw. And he's drawn something in a hurry on this sheet.
More closely. Oh, our logic checks are so terrible because of my mistakes earlier. We'll go
Straw on his desk, as if to protect something fragile. Yes, someone must have packed something away here. I get the feeling that I've seen that somewhere before.
Recognize.
I've seen occult inscriptions like this before. They're not very common. As a matter of fact, I've only seen them once before, around the Lock of Al-Azif.
Oh, he's looking for Al-Azif, of course. So it's been left somewhere. Possibly. Maybe we can find it.
The alchemist is an old man.
A chemistry set. That's not surprising coming from von Wollner.
It's time for you to die.
Hey Jettlers, welcome. Happy Tuesday.
So, let's see what Wollner has in his bookcase.
Understand the okay, let's understand the titles of the books.
Not surprising.
Just boosted
Most of these
Kronder
works
2.
are in German, and one in Latin.
Just boosted
Longini
W Land.
Militis Fabulum.
Jot-Eilers just
Ah.
boosted C Trigger.
What have we here? It looks like a kind of biography on Longinus the Centurion. Truly, Wollner has done everything he can to get information about that lance. I'd better keep this one, though.
We picked up the book.
Richet?
Damn, that's all I need. Maybe he knows something about the lance.
What are you doing in my room?
The lances. Questioning. Let's remember, if we can. Vulnerable to diversion, immune to occultism.
Sir, perfect timing. I was looking for you.
You were looking for me? Well, here I am. What can I do for you?
I was wondering if you might help me.
You're the one looking for the lance.
No,
Don't take me for a fool. You are looking for the holy lances.
Let's go with this.
What's the matter? You seem completely panicked at the idea I might be interested in this relic.
No, that's not true.
What are you so afraid of?
I'm not afraid.
You know Mortimer's got it, so you're not worried that I'd give it back to him.
What are
so
you?
Why are you so terrified of me being able to find it?
You have no idea what it is you're looking for. What are you playing at, Richet? Mortimer's the one who has that cursed lance.
How long have you been looking for it?
I see. You want it, and so you plan to steal it from Mortimer.
For a long time. Isn't that right?
Why, you little swine! You're planning to give it to Sir Gregory. You're looking to double-cross me and Piaggi too.
What on earth is he talking about?
Subterfuge. Let's go with this.
But calm yourself, goddammit. You're the one I'm trying to help.
What? What?
I heard you talking with His Eminence, and it seemed to me that this story about the lances had put you in a tight spot. I was only trying to be helpful.
But why didn't you tell me straight away?
Seeing as I hadn't found it, I didn't want to commit myself too quickly. If I failed, I would have looked like a beginner.
I understand.
This guy is very vulnerable
I thought you were trying to
manipulation,
manipulate
diversion,
me. But
and
please,
subtlety.
Excuse me. I got a little
Subterfuge.
bit carried away. But you can't get ahead by staying in the shadows on a case like this. There are already several of us searching for the lance of Longinus. And it would be smarter to pool our information.
Unfortunately, I've barely made any progress. I'm still trying to find out what the original lance really looked like.
Let me reassure you, we've all been there, given the number of copies there are in existence. It also took us quite some time to discover its true shape. Many believe the central part of the head of the lance to be covered in gold, whereas, in truth, its center is made of an alloy of copper and iron.
That does make sense. In those times, a centurion wouldn't have any chance of possessing a lance made of gold.
Ah, that is the perversion of Christian idolatry. A copper lance could not have been noble enough to pierce the side of Christ.
Anyway, thank you, sir.
You're welcome, Louis. Keep me posted as to your research.
Alright.
We're bound to end up recovering it.
I'm counting on it. See you later.
Alright, this went well.
I managed to get the biography of Longinus the Centurion. Let's see what it can teach me. An interesting passage here tells me that the lance is engraved with the symbol of the first Christians. The fish.
Well, we knew that already. So it is a iron alloy copper with the symbol of the fish on it. And it's a spearhead. Copper rimmed. So you got a few information. Some of the information is conflicting. Also, ads are coming in 3 minutes. We are going to take a short pause. Did I skip any rooms? I skipped Adam's room. These are not new letters, we don't need to look at them. There isn't anything here. So Washington's room, can we even go in there? You know, he's downstairs. We cannot. So next is Piaggi's room, maybe we can break in. Is this Piaggi's room?
Monseigneur, His Eminence Cardinal Piaggi. The Cardinal's not in his room. I bet he went back to stuffing himself. His Holiness Pope Pius VI, by Pompeo Petoni. This should help Piaggi feel at home.
The sailor man. Royal jelly. Pius the sailor manus.
My dear Giuseppe, poor health forbids me from joining you.
Yeah.
Destruction of the Temple of Jerusalem by Francesco Hayez. The Roman destruction by Titus and his army. What violence! John the Baptist. Youth with a Ram by Caravaggio. A very lying girl by Boucher. Here's a painting of mischievous eroticism. Love Triumphant by Caravaggio. Now there's someone for whom Venus and Cupid with a satyr by Correggio. Innocence, indiscretion, and lechery.
Alright, we are going to take a very short pause to run the ads. If you're under the sub, you may get up to 3 minutes of ads. I hope you just choose to stick around, and I shall see you in a little bit. In the meanwhile, we have some boosts, of course. Dead Fire. Wrath.
Life-giving water.
JFC Fuller just boosted me 3. JFC Fuller just boosted GD. JFC Fuller just boosted UT. Raffle just boosted Pathfinder. Raffle just boosted Scald. Raffle just boosted Dragon Age. Amalanduel just boosted Chrono Trigger.
Dragon Age. Chrono Trigger. Alright, thank you for the boosts. Veru, Adam, Jude, Jettlers, JFC, Ash, and Amalanduel. You rolled a d5, and it turned out to be Dragon Age, so you have 5 on rotation. What are the 5? So Folatri is still able to stand its ground against Diablo 3. Oh, I have a hydrate. Thank you for the hydrate. 5 is a lot. Dragon Age, Darklands, Zulima, Road Warden, Manzo. Ah, wow. Interesting 5. Not really overlapping too much in terms of gameplay or release dates. You could roll for a random game from your Steam library. That's something I'm sometimes considering doing for the stream. But it would be too much to download and install some of the games on stream. Or to even capture and run. It would be very difficult to actually implement. It will also be funny to play a completely random game from the Steam library. Anyway, welcome back everyone. We can go back to the game. Gift everybody game.
Giuseppe must love that.
I have enough. I have enough. Shay Godoy. You don't need to go to the balcony, right? But we can. Dragon Age, you're so mixed about Inquisition is the best of series. You're worried about the next game. You love the setting.
Let's have a look at his personal papers.
I personally am very curious
Latin,
to
the language
try
of the
out
church.
Inquisition. Not so much the new one, but
All those hours of learning Latin declensions
new
are
one
going to pay
isn't
off in the
even
end.
out yet. So
Mother will be proud. Now this could be interesting. Let's say a sancte, various representation criteria, of which are shown the most common throughout the centuries, and in different forms. If Piaggi's notes are anything to go by, the weapon I'm looking for is shaped like a tapered spear.
what does it mean, tapered
That should help me
spear?
identify.
What does tapered mean?
Honey, I couldn't have hoped for better. The Cardinal's not in his room. I bet he went back to stuffing himself.
Narrowing to a point. Okay, so it's the shape that we already found out, I guess. The one depicted on the painting. We have found several references to that shape. It's got to be the correct one. Hey Johnny, afternoon, afternoon.
Forgot to knock.
You haven't missed too much. You have missed maybe a little bit. We are looking for...
I haven't even gotten warmed up yet.
Hey Bogu, welcome.
Saint Jerome and
Happy
the Angel.
Tuesday.
Saint
We are
Francis of
looking for a
Assisi in
specific
Ecstasy.
spear
Inferno by Dante.
and many
Abandon hope, all ye who enter here.
many fake copies
Lovely
have been made
lectures
of the
Mortimer is
spear.
giving to his guests.
So we
Very
are
jolly.
looking for information, esoteric writings or arts, you know, sculptures or paintings to
Torture
figure
of
out the correct
Ixion,
shape of the spear.
condemned by the gods to lose his
We've been working on
inspiration
that.
of Saint Matthew, or Matthew
Dear
writing his
Monsieur
gospel,
Richet,
dictated to
please.
him by voices.
How are you, Johnny? How are you, Bogu? It's good to see you both. Hope you're having a fine day. Nothing in our room.
Huh, that's me.
Roughly that work.
Monseigneur, His Eminence Cardinal Piaggi.
Sorry to hear that, Buggo. Hope it gets better. Hope it gets easier. Godoy. Ah!
Duke Manuel Godoy.
We cannot enter Godoy's room from the main door. Can we enter from the balcony? Let's see if we can break in through the balcony.
Inferno by Dante. Abandon hope, all ye who enter here.
No, we cannot. Okay, fine.
Duke Manuel Godoy.
Godoy. Right. Emily's
Duchess
room.
Emily Hillsborough.
Oh, we can answer.
Tending children at the orphanage in Harlem. King George III in coronation robes. Nice touch for the room of an English duchess. The Lady's Waldegrave by Reynolds. Painted upon the request of the Waldegrave family in an effort to find them a husband.
First you have after 8 days of work. Oh, it's your day off. Well, at least you're getting some rest finally, fine.
William Pitt, the elder, Earl of Chatham. Emily works with his son. A letter from William Pitt the younger, addressed to Emily. He's the present Queen Charlotte. A letter from William Pitt the elder, addressed to Emily. He was the English Prime Minister. This letter dates from 15 years ago now.
You cannot enter Napoleon's room from the balcony. No, we can. Through this door we can. Treatise on modern interrogation technique. A questioning book? Nice.
The Massacre of the Innocents, but by Van Harlem. Dear Monsieur, I have no space left. I'll retrieve
this
it
is
later.
Peru's door. Peru's
Nice
room.
decor for a revolutionary tribunal judge's room. The
Maybe.
Massacre of the Innocents by Rubens. A bit gloomy. Great, honey. Great, honey.
Sleeping, not being woken up by an alarm clock, yeah. Next work day is on Friday. Gotta cover a colleague's shifts as he's going to a Rammstein concert. Wow. Wow.
Dear friend.
Golden elixir. I've never been to a Rammstein concert, but I hear their concerts are really like big show, like Right, I'm glad we are finding some royal jellies and stuff everywhere. Because we really use a lot of points. Right, so is there anywhere we haven't entered? The tower room we started with. Alright, so we have been to everywhere, I think. I should use a golden elixir, but I'd like to find another before using the one I have. Even use a flamethrower. I remember in some concerts they used cage dancers and stuff. They are really big productions. Yeah, alright. We should find some stuff in the crypt itself too, I guess. Let's leave. Go through the conclave chamber. Alright, crypt time. I think we know all we need to know. It is an iron alloy rimmed with copper. And it has the shape of a tapered spear. It has the symbol of fish carved at the tip. That is the information we found. We'll see if that will be enough. I think there was maybe golden elixir somewhere here, but I may have picked it up actually. This is Devil's Thorn, so I guess I picked up the golden elixir. Alright, so let's explore this place. Exciting. Give me one moment. Alright. Let's go this way first. I wonder if it leads anywhere or if it's just... Well, we know for certain this doesn't lead anywhere, so it's at that end. Lead singer got in some problems with using knockout drugs on a woman. Oh, really? Wow, that's...
The sarcophagus has been ravaged by time. It's sort of ageless, I guess. It's entirely sculpted.
Is this the tomb of a king? Judging by all the sculpted symbols of power, this is really ancient. The inscriptions are all heroic.
Wait, what is the debuff that we have? Let me quickly check. Dialogue timer is it?
I don't know what those marks mean, but maybe a stone or epitaph.
These symbols, these grooves, cuneiform script. This is humanity's oldest alphabet, the language of Babel. Sadly, no one today even knows how to decipher it. There's also some text engraved beneath in ancient Greek, Sargon.
Okay. I'm not sure if this helps us in any way, shape or form. Oh.
Well, we can see that this lance has a particular spear shape. It is coated in gold.
No, not
You can
this
distinguish the symbol of the fish engraved on the tip, barely noticeable.
Not this one. It's gold. This is the wrong one.
This lance has got a blade in the shape of a spear. Its blade is in iron or steel, I think. I can make out a rising sun engraved on the tip.
Wrong one. Did you examine this?
Flavius Aetius. It was cut a long time ago. You can tell by the rough hacks of the tool and the patina of the stone. This sarcophagus is very ancient. I'd say it's several centuries old. I remember. He was the Roman general who defeated Attila and his hordes in the terrible battle of the Catalonian plains. Flavius Aetius, the one they call the last of the Romans. He was assassinated by his own emperor, who was jealous of all his victories. But how did he end up here? Flavius Aetius.
There was one more.
Flavius Aetius, the one they call the last of the Romans. He was assassinated by his own emperor, who was jealous of all his victories.
Yeah, I cannot
But
skip.
How
I
did
cannot
he end
skip
up
dialogue.
here?
So you can apparently only skip when you are replaying the chapter. That's cool, actually.
We can see that this lance has a leaf shape.
No, wrong.
And, well, it's in gold.
This is
I
wrong
can
too.
see that a crucifix is
This is
engraved
wrong
on
too.
the
This is
tip, just
completely
barely visible. Let's take a look at this lance here. It has a very special leaf shape.
Wrong.
It is copper rimmed, and I can see a fish symbol engraved on the tip.
Hey, 3-stream streak. Thank you, Draven. Good to have you.
I can see that this lance has the shape of a boar spear. The blade is partially coated in copper, and I can just make out the symbol of the Eye of Ra engraved on the tip. I can see this lance has a spear shape, it is copper rimmed, and it has been engraved with the symbol of the Christian fish on the tip.
This might be it. This might be it.
This lance has a leaf shape.
Wrong.
It is copper rimmed. The symbol of the Christian fish is engraved on the tip. I can see that this lance has a so-called leaf shape. It is clearly made of iron, and I can make out a sun engraved on the tip. What about this lance? It's got a spear shape. And the blade is partly made of copper. A barely visible crucifix is engraved on the blade.
Oh.
The sarcophagus of Lord Mortimer. Let's see what we can find here.
Door's open.
It's the only sarcophagus in this crypt which appears to bear the Mortimer family name. What ancestor can it be? There's no inscription. It's the only sarcophagus in this crypt which appears to bear the Mortimer family name. What ancestor can it be? There's no inscription. Let's see what we can find here. It's far too heavy. I'm not going to be able to do it on my own.
Possibly. We had the agility option though. What?
The sarcophagus
Did you
of
see
Lord
the bug?
Mortimer.
It was open.
Let's see what we can find here.
We can definitely force open this. I'm a little scared. Vandal!
Great! Now let's see what's inside.
I got the Vandal trait. What is it? 1 skill point in agility. Nice.
The sarcophagus of Lord Mortimer. Let's see what we can find here. Ha! Great! Now let's see what's inside.
What happened to the royal jelly? There was a royal jelly, wasn't there?
The sarcophagus
Did it
of Lord
disappear
Mortimer.
when we couldn't loot it? Oh well. I don't mind it too much. So this one is placed very prominently and it seems to have all the right answers. You would expect Lord Mortimer to hide it, right? Not place it prominently. So it could be somewhere where it's not as easily found or not as prominently displayed. However, going one step ahead, following game theory, you could expect Lord Mortimer to think us that exact same way and place the correct one as prominently as possible to throw us off. Of course, there are further steps ahead.
I can see that this lance has the characteristic shape of a spear. It is made of iron, and its tip is engraved with a cross.
Amber.
Amber.
This sarcophagus is engraved with the name of Clemens III. Good God! The one whose cross allowed me to enter. Clemens III. Clément III in French. How come his tomb ended up here and not in the Vatican? That was the Pope from the Middle Ages who inspired the Third Crusade. He gave the Roman people the power to elect their magistrates. He was basically an anti-pope. His path to the throne was pretty turbulent, and he had to be enthroned several times. The result of a long conflict between the papacy and the Holy Empire. This sarcophagus is beautifully made, but ancient. The stone is marked by the passage of time, but it's really well preserved.
Okay.
This one has no name.
Cataphile, what's that? 1 skill point in erudition. Oh. You have explored all the tombs in the
I wonder who it was for. I can see that this spear has a so-called leaf shape. It is copper rimmed. I can see the tip is engraved with the symbol of the Eye of Ra.
So there are a couple of close matches to the one we are looking for. I think the one that's most prominently displayed actually is the correct one. And I don't want to make a mistake, so I'm going to back up my saves. you know, proactively before I make a decision. In case we have to go back, I would love to find the correct one. If picking the correct one is immediately visible to us, I mean, we may not know if we have made the correct choice for a very long time. I'll make a backup regardless. So let's look at our notes. First, give me one moment. Alright. Now let's look at our notes. According to Wellner's information, the lens is copper-rimmed. Piaggi told me it was the shape of a boar spear. In the painting Longinus, I noticed that it had the shape of a spear. I noticed on the painting of Longinus that it had the shape of a spear, which is what Mortimer's opinion confirmed. The statue of Longinus shows it's the shape of a leaf. So we know the statue is 100% a throw-off. It's wrong. It's a red herring. So it's not the shape of a leaf. We are almost 100% sure of that. Boar spear could be an honest mistake. I don't think Piaggi is trying to throw us off. I'd like to think it is the shape of a classic spear. Because we have read that the painting has been reformed. No, that's not the correct word. To reflect the correct shape of the spear. That old thing could be a way to throw us off also. So we don't know for sure. Anyway, that's what I choose to believe right now. And Piaggi's notes, you learned that it was shaped like a spear. See, Piaggi's told us it's a boar spear, but in Piaggi's notes, it's also mentioned that it's shaped like a spear. So 3 sources pretty much say that it's shaped like a spear. You notice a discrete fish symbol engraved on the tip of the lens on the Longinus statue. Now that thing may not be a red herring, even though it's fish. So it could be the correct one. Because it's also mentioned in the biography. So I think that is correct. So it's spear-shaped with a fish on the tip. Now, it's certainly not gold. Lance of Longinus just for the double L. I don't know. Probably not. It sure as heck ain't a lance. No, it is a lance. It's just the broken off tip piece of the lance. Not the whole thing, without the handle. So Wellner says it's copper rimmed, but we haven't really found any information about that. Wellner said it's copper rimmed iron. It's certainly not gold. So this one is very close.
I can see this lance has a spear shape, it is copper rimmed, and it has been engraved with the symbol of the Christian fish on the tip.
Lance is used from horseback. Spear on foot. Yeah. True. I think it's this one. I wanted to take another look at this one. I think this was also close, maybe.
This lance has
no, this is leaf shape.
Leaf
Never
shape.
mind.
It is copper rimmed. The symbol of the Christian fish is engraved on the tip.
This feels very much like the game trying to throw us off. 2 very similar spearheads, except for the shape. The leaf shape is what Piaggi told us in the dialogue. What about this one?
I can see that this lance has the shape of a boar spear. The blade is partially coated in copper, and I can just make out the symbol of the Eye of Ra engraved on the tip.
Right, I'm not 100% sure if this is the correct one, but we will pick that up and we will see where that takes us.
I must be sure of my choice. I cannot get it wrong. Am I absolutely sure this is the one to take?
You know what? Maybe I have drawn all my conclusions. I should just confirm if this is the correct one or not using a walkthrough, so that we don't have to go back. If this is not the correct one, according to the walkthrough, I could say, alright, I failed. If this is the correct one, I will at least be sure that I've got it right now. You played the demo of this years ago. It was fun. I'm enjoying it. It's good fun. Welcome as well, Righteous. Good to see you. It's been good fun, yeah. The exploring, the character building. It's been very good. There are some difficult choices to make which affect the story, and I want to make the correct decisions. Not that the game punishes you for making wrong decisions. In fact, it just opens up different avenues, but I still would like to see the correct decisions. So I think I want to confirm this via walkthrough, but maybe someone else can do it for me, so I don't have to look at the walkthrough myself. Would anyone do that before I pick this up? Alright, Jason. I'm pretty convinced it's this one though. The only thing that worries me that it's so prominently displayed. I feel like it shouldn't have been that way. There are so many ones that are kind of hidden. Like, where could we be wrong? That would appear to be correct. Yeah, Tazen, tell me what it says. But JFC, I think, confirmed it. Well, don't tell me what is copper-rimmed spear-headed lens with engraving. Okay, so we got the correct one. Well, I was right. I'm glad we verified it, though. My mind will be more at ease. Thank you, JFC and Tazen. Great unlocked infiltrator. Occultism and conviction. You have chosen the Holy Lands. Alright. We got it. Thank you. Also, I do realize it's not in the spirit of this game to check your decisions, verify them before committing your decisions. But I really want to see if there is a good ending to this game, the correct ending per se. I really would like to see that, because I am sort of invested in the story, and if I'm going to be streaming this game, I'd like to figure out the as good ending as possible. So I feel it's a good compromise. So, I guess we join our mother at the wharf. Okay, let's see what happens. Is that golden? Carmelite. Let's drink a Carmelite. Oh, I'm sorry. I skipped something. Can I go back? Oh, yes, I can go back. I have not found all the clues enabling me to identify the Lance of Longinus. I did not find all the copies of the Lance of Longinus kept by Lord Mortimer. Really? We didn't find all the clues. Wow. I wonder what I missed. I felt like I visited everywhere. You couldn't go into the secret room. Oh, I'm a little sad now. I mean, we probably chose the correct one, but Wow, even though I am doing my best to look everywhere, apparently I'm missing, so my best is clearly not enough. This game has a ton of hidden stuff. Okay, so we'll be able to, I guess, we will just do this, get everything to level 2. And then go from there.
I'm already pressed for time as it is. Mother's waiting for me on the wharf.
Let's see. Now I want to max logic first, then psychology. Focused. Okay.
De Richet, sticking your nose everywhere again.
Wow, what's the matter with him? Excuse me, monsieur. I don't...
Wait. What's this? Disconcerted.
Follow you.
I haven't come all this way just to fail so close to the goal.
Why? What are you talking about?
I am talking about what you are doing. This conference is going to boost my career. There is no question of me letting you ruin everything. I just surprised Piaget and Volner talking. You are about to rob Mortimer! Give me what you took from him, immediately!
Let's keep calm, please. I don't know what you're talking about. I'll have to cut this short, quick. Look, I don't know what you're going on about, and I don't have time for this right now.
Don't bank on getting rid of me so easily, De Richet. Where have you been?
Did Lord Mortimer tell you you could trust me?
Yes, but...
So, I'm working for him right now, and you're wasting my time with your questions. Look, if he hasn't taken you into his confidence, then you shouldn't know yet.
I'll soon figure out what you are up to. And I am convinced that you have indeed robbed Mortimer. The game is up. Give me what you took from him.
You know, this is becoming an obsession with you.
Show me what you are carrying, or I will call the servants.
Gets him in a muddle.
Remind me, who did you hear making those alleged charges against me?
His Eminence Piaget and Monsieur von Volner were discussing them when I joined them.
And remind me, during the conference, which side were His Eminence and Mr. von Volner on?
Sir Gregory. But what has that got to do with it?
And did it not occur to you for a single instant that they might have been speaking about me in front of you on purpose? To manipulate you? I trust them to detect novices who are likely to be taken in, yes.
Those sons of whores. Ah! So that's how they see me.
Be careful to make sure the conference keeps on going ahead smoothly, though. Please. It would grieve me to have to report you to Lord Mortimer.
No, of course. I'll make sure those two bastards get what they've got coming. Right. We'll leave it there. I'm glad that things have been cleared up.
So, are we finished here?
Indeed we are. I shall leave you.
That's right. Go play somewhere else. See you later, monsieur. Come on. I have to hurry up and join my mother at the wharf now.
Alright, let's go. Let's go. No more fooling around. We are going directly to Mama. Directly to Mama. Can't go from here. The stair will die. Okay. What do we have not maxed? Royal Jelly, Golden Elixir. I don't think we'll be fine.
Golden
Elixir we can find, but I don't think we'll be finding a Royal Jelly. Oh. Well, we have to You know what? No. We are going to Mama. Not talking to anyone, not wasting any more time, not taking any risks. Uh-oh.
Louis. Perfect timing.
As luck would have it.
Come, my boy. I would like to have a word with you.
Okay, goodbye. Here. Maybe I should have talked to that guy. Oh, that's a real jelly.
Honey.
Sir?
No need to be afraid. Lord Mortimer is asking for you. Excuse me, monsieur. We cannot let you pass. Come, we have to talk. Come closer, please. It's time we had a little chat.
What's wrong, my lord? Tell me, what's with all the bodyguards?
Louis, it's time you found out the truth. I've been observing you since you arrived. I see you running all over the grounds in search of Sarah. I would like to prevent her from leading you even further down the wrong road.
The wrong road?
Louis, Sarah has made her own choices of her own free will, and I would like for you to have the same chance. You see, Sarah and I have known each other for a very long time, Louis. I am aware of her theory. About me, about Gregory, about the demons.
So you're going to tell me she's wrong, and that she's a liar?
She's right.
What?
I have inhabited this body since 1191. For the last 602 years, I have been this dear William Mortimer.
And you truly have the power to manipulate the thoughts of men?
That's right. Every demon has the capacity to infiltrate the minds of men and to read and steer their thoughts.
Can you tell me more about your capacities, your supernatural powers?
Supernatural? From my point of view, they are perfectly natural. Well, Louis, just because the monkey does not fly doesn't mean that we should consider the bird a supernatural creature. We are all part of a grand design. We are simply made like this. By developing our art, we are able to read thoughts as well as write in the minds of men.
I shouldn't talk to
It
this
is
guy.
possible for us to make them bow
go
to
to
our
mom.
desire, but it doesn't work without
He may not have any
leaving
other
some
option.
scars.
And what do you do with this power?
We help them, of course.
Huh. And how is it you help men exactly?
Let's just say that without us, man would probably never have left his cave. Fire, the wheel, tools, writing. We are the spark that inspires man to search, to grow, to evolve.
I'm not sure if I want to go the conviction route. Let's skip that.
Lucifer, the fallen archangel, left heaven accompanied by 133,306,668 angels. Is it true that there are that many of you?
No, I assure you, Louis. Forget your Bible class. It's ridiculous. We are not angels. We don't have wings. There is certainly nowhere near 1,000,000 of us. And for that matter, no sacred human text represents us correctly. There are several families, and the family to which I belong has 8 siblings, including Gregory and myself.
Sir Gregory is your brother?
Yes, what can I say? You can't choose your family. But it is very difficult to know exactly how many of us there are because a large number of our kind remain hidden or never reveal themselves even to us.
You've been Mortimer for 600 years? How long have the demons been among mankind?
Oh, I don't think I'd be lying if I said that we have always been here.
If I follow you, you must have witnessed some of the greatest moments in history.
You could certainly say that, yes.
You seem to be fascinated by Christ. You weren't him, were you?
Oh, no, not at all. He was my father, though. Strange as it seems.
I beg your pardon? Am I dreaming? Ugh, please tell me I'm dreaming.
We should have the chance to talk about all that again later, but yes, he was my father. All the mythology surrounding Jesus of Nazareth really stems from my father's prideful need to show himself among men.
I've noticed that you have a passion for the Crusades.
Among other things, yes. Mainly the third. It was during the siege of St. Joan of Arc that I took possession of Lord Mortimer.
And you've never changed skins or bodies since?
I have used other envelopes, but only to carry out very short tasks. Apart from that, indeed, I have been able to retain the identity of William Alexander Mortimer throughout the centuries.
Okay, we won't ask. Please. We won't say this either.
But why me?
Why do I tell you about the greatest secret ever revealed to man?
That's right.
I'm coming to that. Don't worry.
I don't want to spend too much. I want to talk to this guy for sure. I want to ask everything. But I also don't want to spend too much time because this might be a ploy to make us waste our time, because it was made very abundantly clear that we have to go to Mom as soon as possible. I think we already asked enough. I think we will pass.
Continue.
Louis, it's time you opened your eyes. Come, you'll soon see.
After you. Did what happened to Elizabeth Adams have anything to do with you?
Unfortunately, the poor girl became an issue between us, in spite of herself. A family of demons is still a family, and as in all families, there are disputes. Elizabeth's family, the Adams, has always been under the patriarchal control of my father. As he and myself are not really on very good terms, sending poor Elizabeth here was terribly rude of him, really.
You did accept, though.
No, I would say rather I was presented with a fait accompli by Gregory and went along with the intention of helping her. But this is my castle, and everyone is the master of their own home.
You're the one who killed her.
The poor girl was condemned, Louis.
Wow.
Don't you think it better that she stopped living like a slave, being mentally raped by my father since the day she was born?
Maybe you're right.
Alright, let's pass.
I hope I've answered all your questions, Louis. Come, I've something to show you.
There is one question that remains to be answered. Why me? Why tell me all of this?
Oh, haven't you guessed yet?
Logic, conviction, etiquette. Immunity to science. We'll go with logic.
I've got an idea, but it might seem stupid.
Trust me.
Am I one? I mean, am I a demon?
Would you like that?
No, I don't think so. I'm just a man, and that's fine with me.
Look, we are of the gods, Louis. Always have been. You, as much as me, you are one of us.
I think
Louis.
we are, though. Yeah.
You too are a demon.
Are you serious?
You know it. Deep down inside, you
That
know I am
explains
telling you the
our
truth.
ability.
Where do you think that natural, charismatic presence comes from?
Whoa. Whoa. It's the first ever trait we got. I wasn't able to explain where we got it. It was there when we started the game. Charismatic presence. So that's because we're a demon?
Your talent must already have manifested itself somehow. Have you ever had any visions?
No. Stop it. It's absurd.
Have you never found yourself suddenly inside someone else's body without knowing why?
No.
Whilst asleep, maybe? That's how it often happens the first time. Your spirit wanders unconsciously.
My mother can't have lied to me about that.
It's true. Your real mother would never have lied to you.
What do you mean?
Louis, I would rather you found this out from her own lips, but it's important that you know. Sarah is not your mother.
What?
I'm sorry you had to find out this way, Louis. But you must know the truth before you commit an irreparable act.
No, doesn't mean anything. No. She's the mother we know.
No, it's
right?
not possible.
You are my son. Not too shaken up. You've experienced many significant events since your arrival.
No, not really.
I'm impressed by your ability to remain composed, not to let yourself become overwhelmed by your emotions. For now, I think you ought to find Sarah, my son. You ought to talk things over with her.
So she's been lying to me all along?
Let her justify herself. What's done is done. Sarah must explain herself. You must clear the air. We'll have all the time we need to talk afterwards.
Nah.
But all in good time.
I think I'll just
Before
leave.
you join her, I'd like to give you something. As a demon, I would like to introduce you to your first talent.
What do you mean?
Open your mind, my son. Relax. You hold immense power. It's already there inside you. Empty your mind of all thoughts. Just let me show you the way.
No.
I should relax.
No, you shouldn't.
Open your mind. Hear my
Close it.
voice.
Uh-oh.
Feel the vibrations and listen to what has been happening to you deep inside, but which you have been concealing. Trust yourself. It's all already in there.
I can hear something.
Now breathe.
It's a sound, very faint.
That's right. Concentrate on it. My voice is growing fainter, but I am here.
Whispers, words, mixed voices.
Focus on one of them. Don't be afraid.
I sense a stream.
Yeah, it's my stream.
Some words are clear, but not all of them.
Let them enter into your mind.
I hear them. Now I can hear a clear voice.
Well done, Louis. Congratulations.
What was it?
You are now able to read people's minds.
What?
You heard me. From now on, whenever a human speaks to you, you will be able to read their current thoughts. Nice. So, if you need to know something in particular from someone, all you have to do is make them think about it.
Wow. Great!
But I'd be violating their minds, wouldn't I?
No, nothing of the sort. You won't really be penetrating their psyches. Let's just say you'll be picking up residual signals emitted by their thoughts. It isn't intrusive at all, rest assured. There are also a few rules you need to know that govern this talent.
Blood, let's take a look at that. You know how to read people's shallow thoughts.
When used between ourselves, you can read the thoughts of demons as well as of humans. But be careful. A demon more experienced than yourself will know that you are spying and will often react quite violently. It's considered bad form to play around the psyche of another demon. It's a question of courtesy. But let's be clear. What is most considered bad form is getting caught. So I would advise against trying to read the thoughts of Gregory, for example.
Home?
Yes, the old grump is touchy and rather a stickler about the conventions. On that note, go and see Sarah, Louis. Otherwise, she might leave without you. We'll continue this discussion later if you want. Just Join me in my study when you've finished.
Wow, alright. Episode 4 and a new skill is introduced. You are now able to hear the superficial thoughts of your interlocutors. Each use of mind reading costs 1 essence point. You can earn 1 back when confronted to an immunity, 2 by exploiting a vulnerability, 3 by consuming a Devil's Thorn. Wow, Devil's Thorn has another use now. Essence points. Not to be confused with effort points. Yeah, I'm not going to use this on him.
You're right. I need to go now. See you later, Lord Mortimer.
One more thing. If you want to know the truth about your birth, ask her about Paris, 1763, at 12 Rue des Martyrs. That's where she disemboweled your mother to steal you from me.
Okay.
It's not that I regret all these discussions, but I must hurry to the wharf.
Yeah, that's the idea. We haven't looked around this place since the very first, the prologue, really. So let's take a minute to look around. Alright, interesting revelations, interesting plot twist there.
You shot her in cold blood.
What is at stake here far outweighs our personal interests. I should...
Personal interests? I'm talking about my sister's life.
What do you mean
she
you
was my
shot
other
your...
half.
Calm down, Emily. Calm down.
Louis, don't come near me.
I warned you what would happen if I found her.
You who are of divine blood, I have awaited.
Hey, Barden. Oh, wait. Let's go psychology.
Emily,
Barden, good to
put
see
the
you.
weapon down.
She has to pay for all the harm she's done to me.
What are you talking
to
about?
be fair, we've all made mistakes. And look at her, Emily. She's paid for hers.
I'm all alone now.
Duchess, I am sorry for what happened. I didn't have any choice.
Ah, you. Shut your mouth. You had the choice, all right. You use people according to your own desires, without any scruples.
Excuse me, Duchess, but we're in the same line of business.
Shut it!
And as for Emma, she knew only too well.
No, Emily. Look at me. Emily?
What did you say?
Let's do duration.
You're not like her.
It's going
Neither
well.
you nor Emma are like Sarah.
Story's
Ever since
coming
you
along.
got
Moments like this when
you've
I
always
truly
tried
wonder
to
at the
help me.
difference
I
between
trust
you and a
Emily.
toadstool.
And Emma would never have betrayed me
Interesting
either.
plot twist.
She wasn't like that. She was loyal. But why did Sarah betray Emma? Why?
Your sister was supposed to hide something, and no one was supposed to have been able to find it.
And she would never have talked, even under torture. So why get rid of her?
Unfortunately, Emily, the creatures who live here employ methods that no one can resist.
I was going to get her out of there for God's sake. So what are you talking about?
Can we make her believe? Oh.
Emily Mortimer's a demon! In the literal sense of the word.
What are you...
Lord Mortimer has been around since the Third Crusade. He fiddles with his family records so he can keep maintaining his identity. I know it sounds crazy, but I swear on everything I hold dear, that's the truth.
What? But when did...
Louis,
Liliana
Do
is
you
mine.
realize what you are asking me to believe?
I know, but it's the truth, Emily.
How do you expect me to accept this? We are in the Golden Order precisely to fight against such beliefs.
Do you remember those deeds we found behind the chimney? They weren't fake. There's a reason why they're all signed by his same hand.
Demons.
In his study, he keeps the Mortimer family tree. They produced only boys, just one per generation since the Third Crusade. And they are all called William. He justifies his own existence, Emily.
Look, I'm going to believe you, but if you're taking me for a ride...
Unfortunately for us, it'd be impossible to even make up a story like that.
A better spot?
All right, I believe you. Thank him. You owe him your life.
I have always been very lucky to have him as my son. I really thought my next breath would be my last.
Well, anything's possible.
This is no time to be joking.
Could you
Just help
recommend
me
it as
climb
a
aboard this
character so
boat,
I
and let's
remember?
get off of this cursed island.
No, I'm not going anywhere, and neither are you, until you've told me everything.
For crying out loud, what are you talking about?
Alright, before we continue this dialogue though, I'm going to take a short break. I need to take a bio break and also run the ads. But if someone could recommend the D666 character just saying Mortimer. Mortimer just saying Morrigan. High 300, something like that. I can note it down. But yeah, I shall be back within a few minutes. And after that, we are going to continue. So stay tuned. And thank you for your patience. I'll be right back. What gallery was that? You know what I just did? I just closed the game window, thinking it's the computer in the game. But it was actually the actual game window that I closed. Wow. Wow, Mitral. Yeah, good to continue. See, we are fine. I told you we were fine. You're funny. Where are you going, dude? Wait.
Nothing there.
You are one of the patrons whom he helped, but you can't bring yourself to open the gates. Wow, that's loud and long. You don't want to give the labyrinth another chance.
Paraguay's just boosted Diablo 3.
Another chance to take it. Really, game? Really?
No.
Inquisition.
Let me use the terminal.
It has a password. Time to hack this bad boy.
Okay, what are we doing? It's getting faster. I'm not really doing anything.
Yep. Its login details were admin.
Alright, I'm back. Thanks for sticking around, everybody. And welcome, Nebu. Good to see you. Happy Tuesday. Hope you're having a good day. It seems we do have some boosts. The lightning clip. Wait, what was the lightning clip? I know a few lightning clips from Nebu. Do I have a funny lightning clip as well? The most Uka of all Nebs, exactly. Wait. Oh yeah, okay. Yeah, exactly. It's really funny. Also very annoying at that point. Welcome back everyone. If you did get some ads, I appreciate you sticking around. So now we can continue trying to speak. Alright, let's continue. Let's say this.
Paris, 1763, number 12 on Rue des Martyrs.
No. I beg you, please trust me. He's manipulating you. We must leave.
Paris.
Can't you see he wants you? And he'll do anything to turn you against me.
Number 12 on Rue des Martyrs.
He had to pay for what he did to me. I panicked. There she was with the baby due. I thought it was the right time to touch it, but
touch it? By disemboweling her and stealing me from her?
The girl was already condemned to die. He never leaves any witnesses behind. She meant nothing to him. And I absolutely had to find a way of stopping him.
Yeah.
You snatched a newborn baby from its mother's womb with the sole goal of seeking revenge.
From the second I took you in, I couldn't bear to be apart from you. I looked after you, fed you, raised you, like a mother.
You made me in your own image.
No, you're wrong. I devoted my whole life to teaching you to distinguish between right and wrong, so you would have the choice. You are not like him.
But you never told me.
I wanted to. I very nearly told you everything, at least a dozen times.
You didn't, though, did you? Why?
I don't know, Louis.
It was easier not to face up to it, not to stir it all up.
Don't judge me, Louis.
You were afraid of my reaction.
I wanted to tell you everything once you were old enough to understand.
And what is that age?
Forgive me. Louis, yes. I made mistakes in the past, but now I'm ready to...
Do you consider me a mistake?
No, not you. You are what I am most proud of in my whole life. You are good. You fight to do right. You are not like him.
That's like...
Still, he is my father.
70
Why
here?
did you steal me?
You don't want
80,
to know,
90
believe
maybe
me.
nowadays?
For once in your life, be honest. Why all this mess? Why do you have it in for him so much? Why?
Because I'm his daughter. I know what he's doing. I see he has his eye on you. He's hovering around you,
so our
tempting
mother
you.
is also
He did
our
it to
sister?
me before you. And if you don't live up to his expectations, he will cast you away.
Is that what happened to you?
I wasn't good enough for him. So he rejected
Well,
me.
at least
What do you mean?
she's
He
our
tried
stepmother.
to initiate me, but it would seem I am unable to develop his talent.
Well, that
I
makes
can't
it weirder.
withdraw my mind from my body.
I get it.
Adopted mother.
The reason why
Is
you
that what
abducted
the
me
term?
is because he didn't love you, isn't it?
He doesn't love anyone, Louis. Don't be taken in.
You are my mother. Whatever you've done, I can't take that away from you.
Uh-oh.
It doesn't
All right,
excuse
pardon.
everything, but in time we will find a way of putting it all behind us.
Oh, thank you, Louis. Thank you. I will
I
never
definitely
lie
trust
to you
our
again.
mother. I
Come
definitely
on.
trust Sarah.
Let's go.
No, Mother. I'm not going back with you. I can't.
No,
What do
why?
you
Let's
mean?
go. Let's just
Louis,
go.
you can't stay here. He
Don't
will...
worry
Yeah,
about
let's
me.
go.
I have to stay. I still have a lot to learn.
Why?
But you go.
Louis?
I'll see you in Paris. Don't worry.
Just leave.
Here. This is yours.
Alright, welcome back, Power.
Don't forget, Louis. You've got the lance. You can beat him. If you hit him with it, he won't be able to escape from his mortal envelope, and he will die with it.
Oh, nice. Look at that success. I arrived at the wharf before Sarah de Richet was wounded. So, I think if we had taken more dialogue options, we would have failed that. I feel so validated right now. We did not find out about Sarah de Richet's lie. I could have had a discussion with Manuel Godard. Yeah, but that could probably make us lose time. It must suck to be trapped in it. Well, it depends on the envelope, right? Maybe it's a very big envelope. By the way, I'm getting slightly worried about today's stream now. We finished 2 quests in 2 hours. There are 3 quests in each episode. Like last time, it took much longer. These are much shorter. We may end up having a 3-hour stream or so. Hopefully not. Hopefully this last one is longer. I don't have any. I think I just rushed through the previous quest. I think I could have done more.
Swimming in lies.
Emily, what a waste. I feel like I know nothing. That I have to learn everything all over again. I'm a demon. I age more slowly. I can mentally manipulate people. I don't even know if it's a good thing or a curse.
You know what? I am not going to use these essence points. I'm not going to use the manipulation skill at all. I want to see if not using it will have any repercussions on the ending or some maybe achievements or something. I'm not going to embrace that skill. We are going to forget it exists, and we'll see what we can do without it. We'll go the denial route. It's a curse.
Frankly, I feel like I'm cursed. I hope I'll be able to control this new skill, otherwise my life will be hell. Damn it, what a mess. Come on, man up, Louis. I'm still the same old me. Demon or not, I'm still in charge of my actions. And this father, I know nothing about. Yes, I've still got a lot to learn. It's enough to drive you crazy. Everything I believed in, nothing holds true anymore. Pull yourself together, man. I need to find some answers. There's no way of being alone for a minute.
We are going to look everywhere again, I think.
Inferno by Dante. Abandon hope,
This
all
is for
ye
you,
who enter
Barton.
here.
Lovely lectures Mortimer's giving to his guests. Very jolly.
If it's a short section, you could always play it with and without.
Sir Gregory?
Yeah.
Good
Could
day.
be done, because it would be the final episode.
I think it would be good to
it would be
talk.
the final 4.
How are you feeling?
Final 4
I don't know.
quests.
I understand. I heard that William spoke to you at last about our nature and our family. It's a good thing, but you must be a bit shaken up.
That's the least you can say.
I bid you welcome among us, Louis. Knowing William, he probably didn't go into any detail about our family, so if you have any questions, don't hesitate to ask.
How long has our family been in existence?
We have been here since the very beginning.
Conviction immunity.
What do you mean, exactly?
Are you trying to get information from me?
No, not at all. I was just wondering why that particular question seemed to disturb you.
Let us not insist, then. You yourself weren't very convinced by the question, it seems.
What? What's wrong with you?
How many of us are there in the family?
We are 8 brothers and sisters.
What do you mean by brothers and sisters if we can change bodies?
You reason with logic. We have retained the human habit. When we first come into this world, we retain a certain attachment to our first envelope. If we are born as a man, we are brothers. If we are born as a woman, we are sisters. But I must admit, it has absolutely no real importance. They're just bodies.
Well, tell me then, are there any other families like ours?
There are officially 7, but we're the oldest and therefore the most powerful.
Ooh. Why is this still white?
Well, tell me then, are there any other families like ours?
There are officially 7, but we're the oldest and therefore the most powerful.
Why is this still white?
What's Lord Mortimer's problem?
I think he allows himself to be devoured by a need for recognition.
Has he always been like that?
More or less, but thinking about it, I believe that the birth of our latest sibling greatly accentuated his discomfort.
Okay, they changed our youngest brother to latest sibling. So why would they change the dialogue later? I would imagine if they had changed, like if they changed the text later, it might be a problem to change the voice acting later. So this must be the final decision made by the writers, from latest sibling to youngest brother. Then who is the youngest brother? Is it us? It cannot be us, right? But maybe it was not our birth, like coming into being, but more like the circumstances surrounding our birth, like how we were stolen basically from our mother's womb by Sarah. Maybe that accentuated his discomfort, being that we are his son. Or maybe we just simply talking about someone else, youngest brother. Who may that be?
Do you think he's jealous?
I didn't realize you were so good at behavioral analysis. Indeed, William certainly is prone to jealousy. Finding one's place, notably in the eyes of our father, is not easy, and we each do what we can to succeed. But I can't justify this perpetual rebellion against our rules.
Is there a head of the family?
You'll see. You'll meet them all, of course, when you are ready. They created us and set out the rules, especially our father. As for our mother, she retired from the political stage. We don't see her much anymore. I think that all these questions simply bore her.
I see. There is still much to learn.
Yes, it's true. You've got some catching up to do, my boy. One thing you must understand regarding any disagreements that might arise between William and myself is his position with regard to mankind.
What do you mean?
Well, for centuries we've been trying to help and therefore preserve humanity. Monarchies are simple and practical. They enable us to inspire humanity efficiently, and I can't understand why William wants to replace them with democracy.
Huh.
But if your intention is not to dominate the human race, why not let them be master of their own destinies?
I perfectly understand this type of reaction from you, less from William. The main thing you're lacking is time. Man is transient, and one of his particularities is that he does not learn from the errors of his peers. He uses up an incredible amount of energy building and destroying whatever he himself has put into place. If we weren't here to help them, guide them, I sincerely believe that humanity would have become extinct by now. We are eternal, Louis. When we plan ahead, we do it for the long term.
Sorry, one sec.
Yes, I understand, but that's more like tyranny, isn't it?
Well, it's all a question of your point of view. From man's point of view, I can understand how he would have that impression if ever he found out. But don't forget your true nature. From the demon's point of view, in other words, ours, letting man do as he thinks fit would equate to letting him race to his own demise.
But what about man's freedom to choose?
That is man's worst enemy, Louis. Imagine a creature that dies without reaching the age of adulthood. It remains a child. We have to help him, otherwise he will put himself in danger. It has taken centuries for our family to establish relative peace between demons. Thanks to this policy, we have been able to decide everything by confining the other families to subordinate roles. And now William is obsessed with disrupting everything.
Peace between demons? What do you mean?
I'm not talking about conflicts within our family. If that was all there was, everything would be fine. But several other families, younger but nonetheless powerful, are trying to upset the balance. At present, We dominate most of the major countries around the globe. But some families are pushing, via less influential countries, to gain ground. Do you understand?
As best I can, yes.
When the time comes, you must take up a position on the political chessboard. I only hope your father doesn't take you down with him.
Are you offering me an alliance?
Louis, I do not believe that just because your father is mistaken, all is lost for you. You owe William nothing, so there's nothing obliging you to support him. I want you to make an informed choice. Now go and see your father, see what he has to say, and then think it over very carefully.
That's exactly what I intended to do. Thank you, Uncle.
Don't mention it.
I was
If
about
I've been
to
able to help you in any
make
way,
a joke
go
about
now.
Gregory Holm being our uncle. But he actually called him his uncle. So I thought it would be funny, but apparently it's actually what the writers intended in the first place. Well, I mean, so, okay. Like in any human familial relationships, he would be our uncle because he is our father's brother. But I'm not exactly sure that is how it works in the Damon families. I thought we were all kind of brothers and sisters. No matter who gave birth to who. That's something I thought was the case. But apparently it's not.
Emily, can I come in?
No, it's not a good time. Not right now. Leave me alone.
I can tell from your voice that there's something wrong. Let me in. We have to talk, Emily.
I said no, goddamn you.
And train away.
Get out!
President George Washington.
Hey, Georgie. You'll float down here, Georgie. Should let the feelings of mere mortals stop you now. You shouldn't. But we are trying to cling to our humanity. Or at least the feeling of it. So if anything, we will be even more human. We will act even more human. That is the character development I am thinking for this character, at least. Linked inferiority, how bizarre. You think demons are superior? Just because they have been they have existence since the dawn of time, and that they are immortal, and that they can read minds, and they are all super powerful, and they control all of humanity and the politics in the world, and they are also super cool. Do you think they are superior? Is that what you're saying?
I haven't the time, Louis.
Fine. I don't think we need to go in here, but we can, so we will. What book did we get, by the way? Question. Hey, Georgie. Georgie's there.
Monsieur Johann von Volner. Why is his study in such a mess? Looks like Volner's planning something.
What are you planning, little Volner?
Look, a blotter. And apparently it's been used recently. I wonder what Volner was going to write. It's smudged. It's not all legible. I can make out the signature, though, and leave as if planned.
Have we read that? Did we not read that? Read that?
Landing stage. Landing stage. So Volner is going to leave Al-Azif at the landing stage, isn't he?
Landing stage? 1 point in question. You spent 5 minutes on social media, you feel spin. Landing stage, is that outside? I'm assuming it's the ship landing stage.
What a mess. Looks like Volner was interrupted.
We already did this. Did I miss this message earlier? Or is it new?
The chemistry set. That's not surprising coming from von Volner.
Devil's Thorn. 2 dings. Where is the second? Landing stage. I'm assuming it has something to do with the docks. I'm not exactly sure what landing stage means. Could refer to the outside though.
Dante's Paradise. Raise your head and be reassured, for what comes up here from the mortal world must ripen in our rays.
Devil's Thorn. Don't want that. Give me golden elixir. Give me royal jelly. Give me the sweet ones. The bitter ones.
Louis, busy as always, I see. How lucky you are. I must admit I'm trying to kill the boredom myself.
I get the impression we're all in the same boat.
And here I was thinking you might have some juicy gossip.
Your last guest is expected. Ah.
Me? No, nothing at all. And you?
I would like to be able to say yes, but it's been dead quiet. The only one with anything to say is Duke Manuel. But with that accent of his, I don't understand a word he says. It's exasperating.
Right. I've wasted enough time. I'll keep our conversation to myself, Mr. President. Anyway, I must be going now.
See you later, Louis.
What time are we wasting? I guess we have to visit Mortimer. That guy has been sweeping that spot since last night. Alright, let's try going out first. Oh yeah, we can. Cool. Alright. Is that royal jelly? I think it's royal jelly. Is that coin? It is. Oh, another real jelly. Another.
Honey, I couldn't have hoped for better.
Oh, we are maxed. Let's see if we can find this Al-Azif.
Looks like the barrel's been broken for quite some time. I think this chest might belong to Duchess Hillsborough. A sack of seeds. It's unopened. No one seems to have used any. Some rope. Apparently no one's touched it for a good long time.
There's nothing here. I'm pretty sure Volner hasn't dropped off the Al-Azif yet. Maybe I'm too early.
A lantern. Nothing special.
Okay. Maybe he hasn't dropped it yet. Okay, another coin. We will have to check back in episode 5. Hey Tony, how is the kinda Sherlock Holmes yet not but still kinda cool adventure-ish game going? It's going very well. The story has had some twists and turns, some revelations, some progression in terms of character development as well. I've been having a pretty good time with this game. I'm happy to say. How are you, Tony? It's good to see you. Hope you're having a good Tuesday. Let's do the rounds as usual, as we do a request. Just got on from food shop. Oh, what did you buy? What did you get for food? Oh, more royal jelly, but now I'm actually full. It had been a while since we weren't able to pick up royal jelly.
Am I disturbing you?
Monsieur de Richet, it seems you are everywhere. Was Mr. von Wollner able to help you?
Help me?
Yes. For your armillary sphere.
Oh, yes, that.
Louis, everything all right?
Yes. Excuse me, I was miles away.
Oh, while you're here, you wouldn't know who the last guest is, would you?
What do you mean?
I heard Sir Gregory speaking about it. A
do you think-
certain Al-Asif something or other.
Who? What?
Obviously
What?
not. It's not important. Forget it.
No, hang on.
It doesn't matter, I'm telling you. We'll find out soon enough. I'm in a hurry right now. I'm waiting for someone. See you later, Louis.
How are you both in a hurry and waiting?
Is Al-Azif to participate in the conference?
That's what I was asking you.
Yeah, no. No. Should I? No.
Do you know who it is?
No, I thought so for a minute, but the name means nothing to me. Sorry.
It doesn't matter. Something tells me we shall find out soon enough, no?
He doesn't
Certainly.
know anything anyway.
Well, I must be leaving you.
I really wanted to use the skill there. I think we are going to have even stronger moments where we will really want to use the skill, but I won't use it. And if nothing happens because we didn't use it, like there is no change to the... Obviously we won't clearly know if that influences the ending or not, since we haven't seen the alternative. But, you know, if you can't observe that it makes a difference, I will be slightly sad. A bit of this and that. Sugar, orange juice, eggs, crackers, most importantly, frozen pizza. Nice. Questioning. Conviction. Just healthy foods, yeah. No gummy bears. No potato chips. Wow, another royal jelly. Just lying around. We cannot pick up. There are two.
Devil's Thorn. I'll keep it.
No, you won't.
Bogu underscore Bogu just musted 1. Bogu underscore Bogu just musted 2. Bogu underscore Bogu just musted 1.
Wait, what? 1, 2, 1. What is this? Are you a janissary?
Tony 68k just boosted Eye of Beholder.
Mo.
Tony 68k just musted Mass Effect 3. Tony 68k just tooted Fallout 3.
Yeah, there's nothing here. Oh, Carmelites. Sweet. No, I came from here. Alright, I think it's pretty much time to go see our dada. Our papa. Did I check here? Probably nothing new. Oh, that's Devil's Thorn. I'm still lacking a golden elixir for maxed inventory.
Louis, I was sure you would stay. I'm proud of you. You have made the right choice. It took great maturity to forgive your sister as you did.
She brought me up. I realized I owed her a lot.
We all make mistakes, as Sarah well knows.
Why didn't you tell me the truth about her?
I thought that might be too many truths to absorb at one time. I intended to tell you afterwards. You were in a hurry, so I made a decision. You've been able to understand and choose for yourself. How do you feel?
Hard to say.
How do we feel, Chad?
Confused about everything? I have to admit, it's been a lot to take in such a short amount of time.
What could be more normal? It may have been a bit brutal, but you've just grown up in a very short space of time. From now on, you can influence your own future. I will guide you. We've all the time we need.
You're not the first to make me that offer.
What do you mean by that?
Your brother, Sir Gregory.
Gregory. Why am I not even surprised? What did he say?
This guy. Community science. We haven't learned much about. I don't think he would be immune to etiquette. Could be immune to diversion, though. This is cheaper.
I think he's worried about you.
Worried? Marvelous. That's just like him. You know, in a family like ours, we all have a role to play. And his is to worry about everyone else. Let me reassure you, there's no reason for him to worry about me.
And what's your role in this family?
Mine? Oh, I think they probably feel I'm the eternal naysayer, I suppose. I think one mustn't be afraid of change, and that it is healthy to challenge oneself at regular intervals. I don't impose anything on anyone. I'm just following my own path.
But where does it lead?
I suppose I should explain. For centuries now, demons have emerged in and around great leaders all over the world. But like true tyrants, they have governed with an iron fist in a studded glove.
That's the impression I get.
But you see, people's discontent is increasing, and they are too high up to hear it. They take themselves for gods. Sooner or later, the people will turn against us, just as they have in the past. Each time it's happened, many of us have died. We must master the humans, yes, but gently. And the best way of doing that is by allowing them a free choice, Louis.
So I agree with him. That's the gentler path and the bringing of the change of democracy is the better way for humans, right? However, if you do want to get rid of the demonic influence completely, we should not give the man a free choice. We should let them be ruled by the same monarchy and despotism influenced by the demons all over the world, and let them stand up and kill their masters, right? And then demons will actually be wiped clean. So by not allowing Mortimer to go with this plan, we would make a bloody, long-term, better chance for humans. That's an interesting way to think about it, I guess.
You really are trying to liberate men?
Of course not entirely, no. It is easier to keep control over people who slumber than people who are oppressed. A man with nothing to lose is a dangerous man. Whereas if you give him a roof, food, and entertainment, he will do whatever you want. The best way of getting them to achieve something is to make them think it was their idea. For that, they have to feel as if they are free.
Hang on. What do you mean?
Look at the United States. From the start, I introduced an idea that will change everything. The idea that everything is possible. Everyone can become someone. Is there anything more beautiful?
You mean it's not true?
Man can move mountains when he believes it is in his own interest. And what nobler cause is there than his own freedom?
Do you have any more examples?
Of course.
Talk to me about slavery.
Well, take the slave trade, for example. It's an archaic practice that simply has to stop. Today, black slaves of America work for free and in unbearable conditions. Tomorrow, if you free the blacks and offer them work along with a salary, they will bless you for it. Then, they will be integrated into the system. They will be taxable. Once they are free, they will have to work for a roof, pay taxes, and feed their families. Maybe we could take away the civil rights of prisoners, for example. In this way, we'll keep control of all those who respect the system and benefit from the others as workforce.
And what would you propose for women?
They must be given the right to work and to vote. Look, at the moment they don't work. They take care of raising children. What a mistake. We have to get them out of the house. Make them work. In this way, not only will they become consumers, but they will also delegate the job of education to the system. We could guide humanity from a young age, Louis, don't you see? Today we are wasting too much time.
The way he twists all the good changes in the history.
What obscurantism! By harping on this concept of good and evil, guilt and redemption, look where men are now, locked up in beliefs that should no longer exist. It's time for men to rediscover themselves and to take control of their lives as they really are, without any moral judgment.
Okay. Progress.
Tell me what you think about progress.
Progress is essential, Louis. It's the future.
What else?
Progress must liberate humanity from burdensome chores. Progress must replace man wherever his presence is not obligatory. It creates both the desire and the need. It will liberate women as soon as the machines are able to do all the chores in the home automatically. It will bring men together by bringing a faster means of locomotion. Look at the Cultural Revolution that printing brought about. But the most important of all has already been laid. The foundation stone, freedom of speech. The First Amendment of the Constitution. There must be opponents to every project. So, above all, don't develop a one-track approach, otherwise man won't have enough room for expression to feel free. If man sees his chains, he will only want to break them. If we give men the feeling that they are free, I am convinced that they will exceed their limits. And it is only from that condition that humanity shall rise up.
But do you want to dominate or raise humanity higher?
I want it to advance. I want it to progress. Man is our vessel. If he progresses, then so do we. Wouldn't you like to know what we really are?
Who do you mean? Demons?
Yes, us. Our species. I've been searching for centuries, trying to find a way to explain the reason of our existence, but humanity has not yet evolved enough to make any progress on the subject. I am convinced that the sciences will bring that knowledge someday.
So, that's your objective, is it? To understand who we are? I understand your goal, but the change you propose is not really a significant one. It is merely more smoke and mirrors.
You must understand that we directly depend on men. Consequently, we have to do our utmost to help them progress and to prevent them from killing each other.
And you think that's been a success? Humanity? It's almost always at war. And it's been this way forever.
Look, I'm not saying that the task is easy. We've all had failures. And at times, we have even suffered from conflicts on our own side. I'm doing my best to improve the situation. Our family clings to its privileges and to the past, and that's how they are putting us in danger. The time has come for change. Now that you know your true nature, there are still a few things I need to teach you.
What do you mean exactly?
A new skill, and not the least, Louis. It's about taking control of a person.
How do you do it?
It's an animal resonance. How it works is still a bit unclear even to us.
Like a wave or a sound?
That seems the most likely, yes. In my opinion, demons are capable of tuning their psychic frequency to that of others. That is why, for example, I tend to surround myself with deaf and dumb servants. The servants dressed in black. I infiltrated them. I opened a channel between them and me, and then I deprived them of speech and hearing. This way, no other demon can turn them against me.
Wow.
I don't see how I could do that.
I shall help you the first time.
I guess you're ready.
Okay, let's not waste any more time.
I deduce that you're impatient to master what's in store for you. That is good. I thought I'd mix business with pleasure for this first time.
What do you mean by that?
The conference will come to a close shortly, as you know. Not that I'm fed up with archaic diplomacy, but it's time to ensure the success of this project. To make this happen, I would like Piaget to inform the Pope he has changed sides.
You're going to use your powers to alter the votes?
The real game is about to begin, Louis.
Yes.
Up till now, the guests have been sizing each other up. From now on, it's time for Gregory and myself to play.
How do you want control?
As well as you yourself. Now, here is my plan. I would like you to join His Eminence in his room.
Just play along. We'll see when the time comes. Very well. And then?
You're going to have to trust me. What we're going to do is painless for the human you are going to invade.
Invade?
Yes. You're going to enter his mind and take control.
Did you
You're
just
going
read our
to
mind?
influence his actions and his psyche. Make him speak, then concentrate. You must focus on him in order to feel his thoughts. Then, while speaking, you must link with him. Once you're done, you will naturally find your way to the source and enter into his thoughts.
But what if I fail?
Trust in your instincts. You just have to let yourself go. You have the skill. Let your nature come to the fore. You'll see. If you fail, you'll be in for some light banter with His Eminence. That's all. There's nothing to be afraid of.
Very well.
Perfect. Go now. The Cardinal is in his room. You will have to write a letter to the Pope as if Piaggi had written it himself. In this letter, tell the Pope that whatever happens during the conference, he must follow my propositions. But be careful. In order to protect himself from counterfeiters, the Pope had Piaggi's hand tattooed with a symbol to be sure of his identity. You'll see when you're inside him. You'll understand. Once it's written up, just bring it back to me, and I'll send it off immediately.
All right, I'll take care of it.
So, if he write that letter, if he say whatever happens here, Mortimer is still going to get his way, then our tricks, our plans are for naught too, so... That won't help us. But we have to get this done, I think. How could we turn this around? Hey, he called you dumb, by the way. Oh wait, he was also deaf. Did we just... Nah. Alright.
Monseigneur, His Eminence Cardinal Piaggi.
Ah, well, Louis, what brings you back to my chambers?
May I sit down?
Of course, Louis. Don't you feel good?
Yes, but if I'm gonna pass inside you, I'd better sit myself down first.
It's nothing, don't worry about it.
Well, what can I do for you?
Right. Now I need to concentrate.
I guess
I wanted to speak to you, Your Eminence.
We have to do this. What are you going to say, Holy Lance?
I wanted to thank you for your help. I mean, for your time talking to me about the Holy Lance.
Oh, and did you find it? It's the crusade of a lifetime for some people, Louis. You are searching for another Holy Grail.
You're nearly there. Link into his thoughts.
Does it annoy you at all?
But what on earth is he trying to get at? Why do you ask, Louis? I don't follow.
For the glory, Your Eminence.
I can feel it coming. It's working.
What insolence? Why, really? I am a man of the church, Louis. May God keep me from such ambitions.
Right. Let me in, Your Eminence.
Why?
I've done it. I've done it, damn it. He was right. This is just crazy. I can't believe it.
Wow.
Look at yourself, Louis. You better not get caught. Whoa. I still need to get used to this body. So, let's see about what Mortimer asked me.
Don't get too used to it.
Right. Well, it's time I got started.
I think we have to do what
here to help
Mortimer
write that
asked us
letter.
to. I don't think we can fail this.
I have no means to validate my forgery, so I better take my time with it and not make any mistakes. There are 2 letters from the Pope on the desk. I should be able to get a clue or 2 by checking how well they correspond to each other. And here are 3 stamps. All are different.
My dear Giuseppe, as my health does not allow me to honor Sir Olm's invitation to go to Lord Mortimer's, I should be grateful if you would sit at the conference on my behalf. Naturally, you will give my thanks to your host. Consolidate our agreement with Sir Gregory and let him know that his venture regarding Cardinal Bishop Chiaramonti is following his course. I have every confidence in you. May God bless and protect you. SS Giovanni Angelo Braschi. P.S. Do not use your personal stamp when writing to me. Instead, use the one with my motto on it. And there's a secret message, maybe? Good job. Good, have fun job. My dear Giuseppe, I know you are on your way to Lord Mortimer's residence. I hope you have a good trip, even though you are obliged to cross the French countryside at present very agitated. Know that this mission is crucial, my friend. May God bless and protect you. Hey drummer, welcome. This is Giovanni Angelo Brush. HBCF? What What does that mean? E H H B C F. Let this relate to the dates, maybe. I'm looking at the words used. Could be something related to the date as well. This is 17th of January 1793. This is 31st of December 1792. There are 19 days in between. GJGHFJ. This is how it's written. By the way, ads are coming in a few minutes. Choose the content. Write the secret code.
Right. Well, let's start writing. Lord Mortimer asked me to discredit Sir Gregory and to announce Piaggi's final vote in his favor. As an introduction, Your Holiness, thank you for your trust.
Why did I choose this? I wasn't sure what I was
New
doing.
day.
Hey Thor.
And nothing has changed.
Must have spent a lot of time in prison. I couldn't stop playing. How are you, Thor? Let's discredit Holm, I guess. Mortimer is going to read it. So we have to make it look like it's what Mortimer wants.
It turns out, now that I'm here, that I find Lord Mortimer's projects grant us many more advantages in comparison to what Sir Gregory had suggested. We are talking about the future of the Holy See. There. That should be enough to justify the change of vote.
So stamp, you have to choose. You have to choose Giovanni Angelo Bresci's stamp. What is your motto?
Where would you be without me, George?
May God bless and protect you. Is that the motto? Well, I guess we are going to continue after the ads, so I'm going to run the ads. And you'll think about the letter later. I'm really not sure about this. But yeah, I shall see you in 3 minutes or so. And thank you for your patience. Do we have boosts? We do.
Starving _ drummer just boosted Fallout 3. Starving _ drummer just boosted Daggerfall. Starving _ drummer just boosted Scald. Thor Obliterator just boosted Movement. Thor Obliterator just boosted Moot Earns. Thor Obliterator just boosted Muga.
Another Fallout 3.
Nectar of the Gods.
Moment. Returns. Mugai's Saga. Thank you for the boosts, Bogu, Tony, Drummer, and Thor. Thank you for the hydrate part. Also, thanks for the lurk, JFC. Good luck with whatever you have to do. You've gone back to boosting Torment. It's what, 15 away from dropping? Yeah, kinda. It was getting lower. Not 15 actually. Well, yeah, it's 15 away. It wouldn't drop though. It wouldn't drop out of top 4. At least not for a while. Why does Scott have seniority too? Because it was nominated last month. In January. Every month. It's not 30 days, it's the name of the month. Like if a game is nominated in the 31st of January, in the 1st of February, it gains a month of seniority. And each month of seniority is 2 points. Yeah, Scald. 1 month of seniority now. It is the newest game on the list, I think. It's the last nomination. Or latest nomination, I should say, not last. Anyway, I don't know about this letter thing, honestly. Especially the secret code. Well, welcome back, everybody. Thanks for sticking around. And yeah, let's go back to this puzzle. That I'm not sure about this puzzle at all. What did we notice about the stamp? Let's see.
In one of the letters, the Pope asked Piaggi to change and to stop using his personal stamp. He asked him to use the one with the Pope's motto on it.
Okay, we know Pope's motto.
And I remember that. Flore in Domo Domini. Must be in Latin. I've already seen the seal. Yes, it looks like the stamp that Piaggi applied to the letter he handed to me. Justitia, misericordia, e humildad. Gotta brush up on foreign languages.
Welcome back, Dazen. Enjoy your entrails.
I think it's in Italian. Justice, mercy, and humility. On it is written, Flore in Domo Domini.
This is the one.
Latin. It blooms in the house of God.
We will use this one.
I remember the seal that Piaggi used for the letter he confided me with. Huh. I don't recognize this one.
It's the middle.
When Piaggi handed me that letter to give to my mother, I noticed the seal. And this one is clearly different. A circle with a cross inside.
Okay, so what about this? What if we write what Mortimer wants, but stamp it with the wrong stamp? Like Piaggi's personal stamp. Now the Pope knows. He told Piaggi not to use the personal stamp, but use the one with the Pope's motto. If you use that one, it will be more believable for the Pope, right? But if you use Piaggi's one, Pope will think that something is off and may not pay heed or just grow suspicious. Whereas Mortimer will probably not know the difference, right? And he will think we are doing what he wants us to do. The question is, would the game think this as a thought out plan? Or would it think we are making a mistake with the puzzle? I want this to be a tabletop RPG right now, not a video game. I feel like the game might not consider me thinking that way. Consequences should be the same. We'll go with the one that the pub wants.
On it is written, Flore in Domo Domini. There's a kind of code composed of 6 letters that they always write under the dates of their correspondence. According to Mortimer, it's got something to do with Piaggi's tattoo.
Ah.
I guess I'll have to write one for today's date. Now, ideally, it'd be better to do without it, but I'm going to need to be extremely clever here. Today, the date is 24/01/1793.
Okay, let's think about this. Do without the code. Subterfuge. Let's think about the logic of the code. I cannot figure this out by myself, I think. I don't see anything. Can we figure it out? What are the similarities? 17 is common. 1792, 1793. But I feel like it is ignored in the code. So 92 is maybe FJ. 93 is CF. 17 is GH. No, 12 is GH. 01 is HB. Is it? 31 is GJ. 17 is EH? No. Okay, let's use the skills.
In the letters from the Pope, there are 6 letters just below the date, 2 just below the month, 4 others below the year. Piaggi's tattoo. It must be used to establish a connection between the letter of the concentric circle and the number shown in the middle.
Okay, so yeah, it doesn't have anything to do with the day then. GJ, December, 12 months is GJ. If you look at... Can you stop moving the hand? I'm trying to look at the tattoo here. EH. What are you doing? How am I supposed to solve it like this? Well, let's think.
Some figures are the same in both codes, yet they correspond to different letters. The day is not translated. That must be the key to the code.
Prediction cipher onto an immersion cipher.
Today the date is 24/01/1793.
Okay, let's think about it. So 12 is GJ. GJ is right after another, right? So 3, 10, 17, 24, 31. That's 7 days. 7 days interval. EH. EH is between 17 to, let's say, 21. GJ is between, let's say... that's like 1 to 3. Or 2, 3 maybe. I don't get. Let's look at the year. You think you say it? Well, I'm not yet. Let's see. Let me think a bit more. So 17 GH would be 17. H is just at 17. HB. No, GH. H is around 20. Good job, JFC. FJ is 92. FJ. F is like 27, 28. Huh. So if the day influences the rest... 31. Okay, let's look at 31. 31 is I. So let's say that's our starting point. Then we need 12. 12 is 1 after I, J is 2 after 2 after I is J. 1 after I is G, 7 after I is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 9 after I is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. F. 2 after I is J. Okay, I got it as well. I got it as well. So 17 points at E. 0 after E is E. 1 after E is H. 1 after E is H. 7 after E is B. 9 after E is C. 3 after F is... 3 after E is F. Okay, so let's see. Write the code. 24. So 24 starts at A. 0 after A is A. What? 24 is A. 0 after A is A.
Today the date is 24/01/1793.
1 after A is F.
Today the date is 24/01/1793.
1 after A again is F.
Today the date is 24/01/1793.
7 after A would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, C.
Today the date is 24/01/1793.
Then we got 9, which is H.
Today the date is 24/01/1793.
And we have 3, 2, 3. Should be G.
Today is the 24/01/1793.
I think that's correct. Let's check. So our starting point is 24, which is A. 0 is A. 1 is F. 1 is F. 7 is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. C. 9 is H. 3 is G. That's it. Is this also what you thought, JFC? Did we come to the same conclusion? Finish the letter. Cool.
Your Eminence, all ready to send... What's he doing here?
Damn it. That's all I need.
Don't worry, he can't hear us.
What do you mean he can't hear us? What's going on here, Piaggi?
Oh. Exercised Louis. Walmer. Vulnerable to diversion, immune to occultism.
Calm down, my friend. The poor boy has just passed out. We were talking about this and that when suddenly he fainted. Keeled over, just like that.
Huh, really? What a weakling. I wonder what Mortimer sees in him.
Who knows? I was about to fetch someone to take care of him. Would you care to go?
There he is. And there he stays. The perfect opportunity.
What do you mean?
It's been a while now that I've been hoping for a chance to get rid of him. Can you keep a secret?
Of course, my son. Would you like to tell me under the confidentiality of confession?
Ach, don't talk rubbish. I don't trust the little runt because he is Mortimer's son.
How does he know?
Would you believe it?
How does he know?
Dear God, how is that possible? I am flabbergasted.
We've wasted enough time. What if he wakes up? If you don't want to get your hands dirty, just turn away and leave everything to me.
This is not a decision to be taken lightly.
You're defending him now.
What are you talking about? Of course not.
He's made you change sides, hasn't he?
Conviction, logic. Why do we still have the +1? Oh, we have a malus to conviction skills as well. Conviction costs 1 more effort point because Lady Hillsborough persuaded us to change sides.
I am certain that Sir Gregory would be opposed.
You know nothing. I know Sir Gregory better
That's
than...
against the rules of the conference, Monsieur von Wollner. I refuse to go against Sir Gregory.
Right.
Monsieur von Wollner, I always act in the best interest of all. I assure you.
Everyone's entitled to an opinion.
You must have lost your mind to want to take such an extreme course of action.
No one's asking you to help me do it.
You can't attack him without running the risk of jeopardizing the conference.
Even though Sir Gregory has the edge?
No. Gregory will never forgive you.
Very well, Piaggi, you win.
I refuse to let you do the first thing that comes into your head.
I don't know what the two of you are up to, but I'll find out sooner or later.
Right. Time for me to get back into my body. Right. Don't just stand there, Louis. Mortimer's waiting for you in the Red Salon.
Red Salon. Close call. What is close call? 1 skill point in diversion. You succeed in preventing Von Fellner from poisoning you. I feel like there are lots of ways to make fatal mistakes in this game, and I don't think the game actually ends. Like, are we, maybe if we get poisoned, are we actually immune to poison because we have demon's blood? But what if we lost our hands? How could the story go on after that? Even if we didn't bleed to death. I feel like those would be dramatic changes to the story. I'm actually curious to try those failures at some point. Lower your X skill. Maybe. Hey Com, welcome. How are you doing? Good to see you. I don't think it would be that simple, Tazen. I think that would be more to that. Story-wise.
I can tell from your voice that there's something wrong. Let me in. We have to talk, Emily.
I said no, goddamn you.
I'm glad you are done with it. I'm doing well. Doing okay. This game has been very interesting. Enjoying it. I'd like to find one of One of the royal jellies that we didn't pick up before. This is Red Salon. Let's take the other path. Try to remember where we found the royal jelly and didn't pick it up. By the way, I obviously don't know for certain, but we may be very close to the end of the third quest. Oh, I went to the wrong place. Oh well.
So, Louis,
anyway, I won't continue
what was
after
your
we finish
first
episode
time
4,
like?
so this may be a shorter
Bewildering,
stream.
isn't it?
And we may
Here's
be
your letter.
close to the end. Just
I
letting you
have
know
to
in
admit,
case you still
the
want
experience
to
was utterly amazing.
either roll the
Come, tell me
dice
more.
or boost games.
Well, honestly, my stomach was just turning in circles.
That reminds me of my first time. Ooh, but you did it.
AM Comnos just boosted Mass Effect 3.
Gregory, what can I do for you?
I've just come to make sure dear Louis has all the information he needs.
Needs for what?
You are free to make your own choices, William. I would like the same for him too.
There's nothing I want
I
more,
won't be
Gregory.
moved
Your
by
schemes
sympathy,
will
no
lead
matter
to
who
your
you bring
demise,
into this
brother.
confrontation.
Don't involve
suck
Louis.
big time.
He has nothing to do with all this. The end of the conference approaches, and this masquerade will soon be torn asunder. Don't drag him down with you in your disgrace.
Oh, ye of little faith.
On the contrary, brother, Louis has just entered the family. Give him a chance to find his place.
His place?
What place is that?
At the end of a leash, like all the others.
Don't listen to him. He's angry with our father.
And with good reason. He governs us in the same way he governs humanity. Through fear and submission.
Same old tune. When will you understand that it's necessary to impose order for things to move forward properly?
You are under his thumb and proud of it. Open your eyes, for crying out loud. His whole system has become outdated, and he's too old to see it. He will lead us to our demise.
There he goes with another of his grand speeches. William has always been fond of staging big scenes. It's his theatrical side.
We can say that again. Wow, let's say
Does
that.
he have an inferiority complex?
I've told him time and time again, Louis. He always has to take it one step too far.
How dare you? You are blind, brother. Even if the evidence bit you on the nose, you still wouldn't see it. I feel sorry for you.
Tea is drunk hot or not at all, William. When will you learn?
I actually like cold tea.
It's too bitter. You shouldn't let it brew so long.
I knew you'd be coming along. You are so predictable.
Methodical, I would say.
poison
Things
tea?
must be accomplished in the right order if we want the world to keep turning as it does.
Question.
You came here to warn me, sir.
No,
Your interview.
to advise you.
Advise me against
What
my
interview
father.
did you have?
Why?
I think you are capable of deciding
You
for...
haven't
Plain
answered my
black tea,
question.
that's cool,
Why warn me
Yeah.
against my father? What are you afraid he will do to me?
Well, I wouldn't want him to lead you into... I don't know what
I agree,
absurd adventure in
You
which...
act as though I were in danger.
I agree with Louis, Gregory. You're trying to pass me off as a villain about to devour him.
That's not funny,
Bloody
William.
Trump
I
Valentine.
won't let him follow you.
You see, Louis, Gregory came here to make you change your mind. It's time for things to change. I acknowledge Father has done many good things for humanity, but his time is over, and now he must pass on the torch.
That's enough. There, Louis. That's the pathetic example your father has to offer. I really am sorry about what happened to you. You don't know our family yet. We can't have given you a very good impression, but bear in mind that we are all against William's project.
On the contrary.
If he insists on going through with it, we will have no other choice than to intervene by force. Consequently, my dear Louis, you're going to have to choose sides. I would much rather have met you in different circumstances.
There you are, Louis. See what happens when you don't follow their orders to the letter.
Louis, I'm afraid the time to decide is now. If you follow William, he will drag you down with him. If, on the other hand, you support me, I can assure you that nothing will happen to you. You won't be blamed for your father's errors.
Ah, the masks are off. I offer you liberty. He obliges you to choose, and shamelessly asks you to betray your own father. That is their true face.
Right. Before I answer, well, I'd better think it over very carefully. Do I intend to embrace my demon nature and take my place on the chessboard? Do I stay out of it and do my utmost to stop them?
Yes.
Or do I renounce my nature and do all I can to stay human?
Also yes. I wasn't expecting this kind of blatant choice between I am a demon, I am a man. I think this kinda broke the... What not broke, but kinda weakened the immersion I have put myself into. I was really trying to make choice, thinking about some sort of character arc. What might be going through our character's head. Making choices that way. But this just goes back to this kind of mostly shallow choice and consequence writing. It makes me a little sad that this is asked to us so obviously, but we are going to follow whatever story arc we had been planning, so we'll say.
I was born a man. I grew up as such. Finding out that I'm a demon makes no difference. I refuse to let them manipulate humanity the way they do. They're gonna ask me to choose between them. I'll just have to go with the lesser evil of the two. But they better not count on me to keep my word. I'll bring them all down.
So? What do you choose, Louis?
I think he's poisoned from the tea. We are going to join forces with Mortimer so that we can backstab him at the last moment possible, which is, I am imagining, will be the voting sequence. He will think he has gotten everyone to vote yes, and we would have been by his side all along. But just as the last second, our votes will be no, and he won't foresee that. That is why I keep siding with Mortimer.
I shall follow my father, Sir Gregory.
Very well. But don't say I didn't warn you.
Please, don't take offense, but I just can't turn my back on him. That said, if he turns his back on me, I won't be slow in sticking a dagger between his shoulder blades.
It's time we finished what we started, brother. The final vote of the conference over the acquisition of Louisiana will take place in a few hours. I propose you gather your troops and prepare to close the debate.
That's precisely what I was going to suggest.
Come, follow me. It's time for us to get ready.
Do you really think we have a chance of winning?
A chance? You don't know me very well, Louis. We are going to win.
But it only takes one person to vote against us, and we'll have lost.
That's true. That's why none of them will. Why? Because I have an asset that they do not.
Which is?
You. My friends, prepare yourselves. The conference is about to resume. The time has come to lay down all our cards.
I could have found Lady Hillsborough in her room. Yeah, we didn't go in. Okay. So this is it. This was the final quest for today, I think. Level 3 logic. Next is psychology. Questioning conviction. We will get conviction, questioning. We can get psychology to level 3 as well, but I don't think we can get any other skill to level 3. Demons can read other demons' thoughts. You were warned not to do it, as older ones would know. A young one like you may have no idea they are being read. Yeah, that is one thing that I've been considering personally. But I think, I mean, even if that is the case, I don't think there's anything Mortimer can do to stop us from voting no, short of possessing us and voting yes through us, using us. And I don't think he will have that kind of, you know, opportunity during the debate or the voting. But we'll see, we'll see. That is where the conclusion of the story will happen tomorrow with episode 5. So today was a shorter stream. It's really interesting. The third chapter last Wednesday took me the whole of 6 hours. The other chapters took me 4.5 hours. This chapter took me only 3.5 hours, and that's stream time, not the pure gameplay. Yeah, it's already over, Parrot. I know, I'm sorry everyone, I'm sorry. But I'm just doing one...
Multi-Dark Samus is just musted
one chapter, one episode per stream for this game. I did it!
Multi-Dark Samus is just musted Andromeda. Got to rush and get everything in before you end.
Alright, Multi. Thank you for the boosts. I'm sorry everyone, I'm sorry for a short stream. Yesterday was short as well, and tomorrow will be short as well. Just one episode left. We are going to play the final 3 quests, the final and 5th episode tomorrow. And I don't think it will take the full 6 hours either. Rising from Lurk to say farewell. Thanks for being here, Clayborn. I appreciate it. Hope you're having a good Tuesday. Thank you for the lurk. Yeah, this episode was short. There wasn't too much to do, but I feel, especially in the second quest, I may have missed some areas of interest. I am, by the way, I will say this again, I am time and time again getting impressed with all the puzzles they are throwing at us. They are giving us ways to make it easier. It's up to the player to follow those ways or not. You may follow the clues, you may just ignore the clues and try to solve it yourself. But the puzzles themselves are well built. This final letter puzzle was great. The wheel puzzle was great. There were a few more puzzles like the Mortimer Secret Study code puzzle. I'm really liking the puzzles in this game. It's been impressive. I wasn't expecting anything like this from this kind of a game. Subs should get a refund. I'm sorry, I've already spent all your money. Mortimer the short timer. Shortimer. Yeah, that's it. Alright, so we are going to start and finish the final episode tomorrow. The final votes. Blind Jail? I cannot really read. And the last move. Quest 14, 15, and 16. Okay. Let's do these boosts. Mass Effect Andromeda. Mass Effect 3. And Rogue Trader. Thank you for the boosts, Calm and Multi. Someone got more evil. Yeah, there were some impressive rolls. Alright, let's find someone to raid. Let's see where we can go. Ah. There are a few good choices here. A few good choices around. Alright. I know where we're going. We are going to say hi to Braxton Wise, and you know, celebrate his switch content. He has been playing a ton of puzzle games and adventure games for a long time, for years, but he switched to game development. He's doing modeling in Blender right now, so it's very exciting to shift gears like that. And let's go and say that we enjoy his content and what he does. So yeah, let's go and enjoy some Braxton Wise streams. Thank you everybody for joining me today. Robin, I appreciate the bits, and everybody else, I appreciate you coming along, keeping me company, chatting and lurking and listening and watching, just being here. Thank you so much. I shall be back tomorrow, as I said, to finish the game. Then next week, of course, we are going to continue Betrayal and Terra, so I'm excited for all those. Hopefully I'll see you soon, the next time, or whenever you can come back. Until that time, take care of yourselves and be well, and goodbye for now.